Panthers fans, it's time to get out of your seats. Get on your feet. It's time to get loud in this place. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting out when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93, one victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting out when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93, one victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. South Florida, one tribe. Throw your hands up one time. All the way past West Palm. Exit 1 back to Sunrise. We FLA live. On the ice, it's a skate grind. Going hard every period. Game time is a great time. In practice, not average. Whole team will go savage. In the game, we get hat tricks with hard hits and rat tricks. That's victory. And Tam Stanley can sit with me as we watch live with the Pet fans right with me. Screaming out, let's make history. Saying, go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting out when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93, one victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting out when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93, one victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go.
This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition.
What's up, baby? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to my family with a PH, my Finlaws. What is going on? Boy, we got a game today. Let's go, baby. Talking about the Heat. Should be real good. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning to my family and Finlaws. It is Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami fan morning show right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. Look, a lot to do, a lot to get into, and a lot to talk about today. So make sure you guys follow me on all social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, excuse me, and love. Make sure y'all do that. Also, hey, look, if you want to follow Miami Sports Music everywhere, make sure you follow Miami Sports Music at Miami Sports Music. You can also follow them on Twitter at MIA Sports Music. Make sure y'all do that. It helps. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow, and we can't do it without your help. So you guys, you people, you amazing, wonderful listeners are what make it absolutely awesome to do the show every single day. We even got somebody, we got Robert from Wygon, UK. What is up? We're international here on Clock Blockers. I love it, baby. I love it. What's going on, Robert? Welcome to the show. Super excited you're listening. Make sure you all hit that like button on your way through. It helps the algorithm. I don't know how the algorithm works, but I know when you hit the like button, it helps. Only 8 likes. Hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that is also something that's going to be absolutely amazing. When you hit that like button, make sure you hit the bell notification. Why should you hit the bell notification? Well, I'll tell you why you should hit the bell notification. You should hit the bell notification. That way you get notified anytime Miami Sports Music goes live, anytime a new video is uploaded, or anytime a new solo D track drops right here on the podcast network / YouTube channel, which is where we do everything from. So make sure y'all do that. Big stuff. Hey, look, if you want to sign up to become a member of the family, that's right. Y'all can do that today as well. Why is that important? Well, because most importantly, you guys are the best. And when you guys sign up to become part of the family, there's a lot of things that we can do. And most importantly is to show you all Dolphins fans how to be the best Miami Dolphins fans on the planet. And so if you guys enjoy this content on a day in, day out basis, then hey, look, make sure y'all do it by becoming a member of the family. When you guys sign up to become a member of the family, it helps the channel, makes the channel grow, and there's a lot of things that we can do from that. So sign up today, become a member. The link is in the description below. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. Here we go. Membership right here. Sign up to become a member today. I would love to get 3 new members to the channel. If you were a former member and it hasn't renewed, maybe you need to change the card number and the YouTube thing, whatever it is, sign back up. Come back home. Come back to the part of the family. Okay. We would love to see you. Hey, look, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, lots of different ways you can do that. You can use the YouTube Live Super Chat. The YouTube Live Super Chat is the $ below the bottom of the chat. You guys can hit that and hit Super Sticker or Super Chat. And you can give me a thumbs up. You could say, Steven, your takes are crazy. We don't want any of your hopium. Whatever you guys want to do, you guys can do it up there. And it goes such a long way to helping the channel grow as well. If you guys don't want to do it through YouTube, you can use Cash App and PayPal. Cash App and PayPal are $MSM Podcast Network, or you can use MSM Podcast Network on PayPal. The QR codes were right there on your screen. You can always rewind, and yeah, absolutely awesome. This new YouTube layout on desktop version, where is the link button now? Can't find it. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I haven't seen a new 716 is asking about the new YouTube layout. For those of you watch on the desktop version, if you could help 716 Dolphin out, that would be greatly appreciated, because I wasn't aware of the new updated thing. All right. Let me give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports, the #1 place to get your cards, jerseys, balls, and hard-to-find items. Make sure you follow ZSM Sports today. They're absolutely amazing. Zach, who runs it and owns it, is one of the best guys you'll ever meet. He's got a Christian Wilkins signing that's coming up. Look, if you guys want to get, great presents, birthday presents, Christmas presents, whatever you need, ZSM Sports is the place to get it. Okay, so make sure you go hit him up on Instagram at SportsZSM. Okay, you can also hit him up on Twitter at ZSM_sports and on Facebook at ZSM-sports. Lime, man, less is more events. Less is more events is absolutely amazing. Lime Tickets supplies the tickets for your sports and entertainment events for less than the competition, allowing you to have more fun. Call 202-930-3533 to get a personalized experience with tickets to the game and or event you want today. Lime takes pride in providing the hottest tickets at great prices with no service fees. So make sure you call them today Yeah, it definitely Lime, Kenny and his wonderful wife who run and own that company. I'm super excited about what they do. And they're amazing people, and I'm glad that they're a part of the family and contributing to the show and helping it grow. It's pretty awesome, man. 716 Dolphin says Lime is solid and great guy. Trucker Sean says Line is the real deal. I think you meant Lime. You did. Lime is a solid, great guy and helpful. Kenny is the dude. Kenny is the dude. Love me some Kenny. Thanks for hooking up over the weekend. No, hey man, I'm here to help everybody get what they need and move forward. And that's what the best part about having this podcast, right? 716 is part of the Buffalo group that's trying to put a whole bunch of tickets together. And Kenny's, helping them out with that. So, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to that Buffalo game. I love you guys. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Have fun. Have a kick-ass tailgate. Have a kick-ass game. I'm not coming. I just don't I can't do it with Buffalo Bills fans. I barely do it with Jets fans. Couldn't do it with Bills fans. Couldn't. I'd kill somebody. I mean, I wouldn't kill somebody. I'm just look, this is on record, okay? So I would not kill somebody. I want to make sure I put that up there. I'm just saying, I don't know about them Buffalo Bills fans in Buffalo. I'm just saying. It's gonna be an interesting one. All right, last but not least, Tailgreeter. Download the app today on your current Crapple or Android device. You guys are awesome, man. Tailgreeter's absolutely amazing. You download the app today on your current Apple or Android device. Follow Tailgreeter on all social media at Tailgreeter, Tailgreeter. Good morning, Clock Blockers. Hoping to jump in later. Just waiting on an update from our friends. For those of you who don't know who Mark NorCal Dolphin Angelo are, I don't know where you've been. But Mark puts together him and Scott Howe of the Atlanta Dolphin group are the two main guys, main people, main amazing, awesome Dolphins, Finlaws that put together Fan Club Weekend down in Miami. And if you don't know what Fan Club Weekend is, it's a wonderful, awesome thing where all the different fan clubs from around the world come to Miami for one game during the weekend. And the night before, we have a huge event, and hopefully we'll figure out where that event's going to be. It used to be at another location. It used to be at, to be fair, it used to be at Bo Campers. Bo Campers is closing in the Fort Lauderdale location right there on the water, which sucks. Mad about it. But the Saturday night meet and greet that we have there is awesome. I mean, I think we've gotten up to 1,000 people there, close to it. All in that back patio. I mean, it gets crazy. It gets absolutely insane. Maybe 1,000 stretching it. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's a lot of Dolphins fans. We're talking about Dolphins Nation, Mexico, the Hell Fans, Dolphin Group. My guys, Armand, Parrish, Chocho. I love all those guys. They're absolutely amazing. But yeah, man, and the UK guys, the Germany guys, Dirk. Steven's never exaggerating. It's awesome. It's a great night. There's a DJ. There's raffles. Solo D usually performs. I do my live podcast from there. And then there's former players. Sean Wooden was there last year. Troy Drayton was there last year. Richmond Webb has been there in years in past. Mark Duper was there last year. I mean, we did the most. I mean, it's awesome. It's a great time. And if you're going to go to one Dolphins game this year, I would highly recommend that you guys come to Fan Club Weekend. It's absolutely great. Fan Club Weekend is just a good time. And, they have tickets. They offer, a group rate and tickets. And then we're usually down there on Dana Beach, right? At the hotel there. The Marriott, I think it is usually, but I don't know where it's going to be this year. And I guess Mark will tell us here later on in the show. But it's awesome, and we usually just hang out there for 3 days on the beach and on the water. And It's beautiful. It is my favorite weekend of the year. It's not opening weekend, it's fan club weekend. And it's great. And they're super supportive. And Mark Angelo's a big reason why I decided to do the Tailgreeter Tailgate tour this year with Ryan Keeling of the Valley Fanatics fan club. Ryan is one of my best friends now because of this whole ordeal. Ryan and I have been on phone calls over the last 3 weeks at like hours at a time. 6-hour phone call earlier this week, 5-hour phone call, 2 hours, 2 hours. Our wives, who you on the phone with? You on the phone with Ryan? You on the phone with Steven? They don't even need to ask. They know who they're on the phone with. But yeah, man, it's great. Mark says we had Steven buzzing and hugging everyone. I love fan club weekend. It's my favorite weekend. But it's awesome. All right, let me tell you about the 3 events that we're doing real quick, and then I'll get into the show today. The FedEx Takeover, man. The FedEx Takeover is going to be absolutely amazing. We are going to have a meet and greet the night before. The location of that is still to be determined, but we're just waiting to have a final meeting this later this week with the powers that be at the bar that we want to do it at. And it's awesome, man. The FedEx Takeover is going to be absolutely amazing. And then the day of, we're going to have a tailgate, which is a 9-minute walk from the stadium. We're going to have all you can eat, all you can drink. We're going to have a DJ battle between our DJ Sick Turtle, and their DJ. Solo D's going to perform. We're going to have, it's going to be great. And the night before, we're going to do raffles and raise money for charity. And it's going to be great. And we have tickets to the game online as well on Tailgreeter. Go to Tailgreeter, type in hashtag FedEx or type in FedEx Takeover, and our thing will pop up. And we have an upper deck and a lower deck option. I had somebody buy 19 tickets this morning to that game in Washington. 19 tickets. So I'm pretty stoked. That is going to be an awesome game. And it's going to be an awesome time to do that. So I'm excited about that. And then the next one is the Philadelphia game, the Philly Finvasion. Philly Finvasion is going to be great because we are going to do the night before the Saturday night fan meet and greet at Miller's Ale House, which is like, I don't know, a mile from the stadium, if that, a couple of miles from the stadium, right there at the Shipyard in Philadelphia. There's a Miller's Ale House there, and they have a whole side of the restaurant section, bar area. We're going to take it over, man. I think we're going to be in there 150, 200 people deep, easy. And we're going to have DJ Sick Turtle for 3 hours on the 1s and 2s. Solo D's going to perform, live podcast, raffle for charity, door prizes, awesome Philadelphia, Miami themed limited menu in Philadelphia. It's going to be dope as hell. This Philly game is awesome. And I'm telling you, tickets are selling out fast for this thing. We talked with the powers that be for the tailgate. I'm having a feeling before the season starts, we're going to be sold out. We're going to be sold out of the tailgate, and we're going to be sold out of tickets available to sell for the game. So if you want tickets, and I'm not exaggerating, that I'm pretty sure the DC and the Philly game, and I just dropped the link to the Philly Tailgreeter, I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out before first week of the season. So it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So make sure you guys come to Philadelphia. The Saturday before, we're going to go over to Gino's and Pat's and do a takeover at noon on Saturday there, and take over Gino's and Pat's, and then that night we'll do Miller's Ale House, and then that morning we got a big tailgate. That is it is an exclusive tailgate, Miami only. Look, if you have fans or friends or family members that are Eagles fans, they're more than welcome to come. But it is in an exclusive Miami Dolphins tailgate. We're not partnered up with anybody. We got our own tailgate for this thing, a mile from the stadium, or a mile from the stadium, a block from the stadium. I'm sorry, a block from the stadium. 1 block. It looks at it. If you go to the Google Maps, you click where it's going to be, you are literally looking up at the stadium. It's so cool. I couldn't believe we got that close and we made the deal that we made for it. And it's going to be 5 hours long. All you can drink, all you can eat. We're going to have Philadelphia, cheesesteaks, Philadelphia soft pretzels. We're going to have, Miami themed menu, croquettes, Cuban sandwiches, everything. It's and all you can drink as well. We'll have bartenders. Philly's going to be a party, straight party. I'm stoked for the Philly Finvasion, man. So if you want to go to that, click the link, get your tickets to that. Though the Philadelphia and FedEx, I'm convinced are going to sell out. So make sure you guys buy that. And then the last but not least, man, we're doing Baltimore again this year. The Baltimore Beatdown. Baltimore Beatdown. We were 150 strong in there last year, and it was so awesome, man. And it was the greatest game of the year last year, as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to do it again, New Year's Eve day. And I will say it that I'm putting so right now we're doing a meet and greet at Jimmy's Famous Seafood the night before, just like we did last year. DJ Sick Turtle on the 1s and 2s, Solo D performing, live podcasts, door prizes, raffle, charity raffle, everything, right? And we were 150 strong at Jimmy's Famous Seafood in Baltimore last year. And the really cool thing about that is I got to meet so many people that I've never met in that one. And it is pretty much the thing that decided that we were going to do the Tailgate tour this year, along with Mark doing it, the fan club weekend for all these years. Ryan and I, who put that together last year, were like, we got to do this anytime the Dolphins come to these areas. So I'm excited for the Baltimore Beatdown. I am also I haven't added it yet, but we're looking into, because it's New Year's Eve, throwing a New Year's Eve party somewhere that night, because the game's at 1:00. So we don't think people are necessarily going to go to the airport on New Year's Eve after the game. Could be wrong. Most people will probably travel New Year's Day. But nonetheless, I think we're going to consider, depending on how many tickets we sell for this before July, throwing a huge Miami Dolphins New Year's Eve party in Baltimore. So we're looking at that right now. That's in the works. Just put that in the back of your mind for the Baltimore game, because they're not going to flex that game. 100% sure they're not going to flex that game. The game's at 1:00 on Sunday, New Year's Eve, but Baltimore does this big celebration downtown at the Inner Harbor, and there's no way that they're going to flex the Ravens-Dolphins game tonight, because downtown would be a complete disaster. So that game will be at 1:00. No ands, ifs, or buts about it on New Year's Eve. They're not changing that game. The city would not allow it. So Ravens, Dolphins, New Year's Eve, 1:00. Come to it, man. It's going to be great times. I put all the links in the chat. All the links are in the description below. I know I kind of harped on all that stuff a little too long, but man, it was so much fun, and I hope to see you all there. I know Trucker Sean was there last year in Baltimore. He said Jimmy's was so good. Yep, it's great, man. Shout out to Batman. Good morning, Stephen D. and Fins Nation. It was good, man. Croquettes. Say it. Croquettes. Look, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's all good stuff, though, and we love it there. Kevin Lee says, what's up, Steven? I sense a Dallas versus Florida Stanley Cup finals coming. Let's go. Kevin, I'm about that life, man. I am definitely about that life. I'm super excited about that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have like my tablet on the hockey game, and then my TV on the Lakers games, because I think there's going to be, most of the hockey games are going to start at 7 or 7:30, and most of the West Coast Lakers games that night will start at like 8:30, 9:00. So there'll be a little overlap, but it's going to be great nonetheless. All right, man, let's get into it. Today is Wildin' Out Wednesday. Wildin' Out Wednesday is one of my favorite shows of the week. Why is that? Because it gives you, the fans, the opportunity to control the show. What you guys want to talk about, it's your call. What you guys want to debate about, it's your call. If you guys don't like somebody who's talking on there, you can kick them out. Let me tell you how the timeout and ban rules on Wildin' Out Wednesday. There's tiers and bans: $10 timeouts, $50 day bans, $100 week-long bans, $250 month-long bans. You or someone on your behalf can pay to bring you back. Once that happens, the original person who banned and or timed out that person can no longer ban or time out at that level. They must move up to the next tier, but someone else can ban them or time them out at any level. Remember, this is for fun. It supports the channel. Enjoy. Don't take it personally. Swear jars in full effect today. I'm enforcing it heavily. Everybody's at 0. If you want to swear, you can buy a $25 donation swear jar pass, which allows you to cuss all you want. Okay? So swear jars in full effect. If you want to cuss, buy a swear jar pass. If you get over $5, I'm kicking you out. And you're not coming back to you pay your swear jar. Okay, swear jars in full effect today. Need everybody to understand that. Okay. All right. I think that's it. So I'm going to drop the link and I'm going to let the chaos begin. Yeah, man. You know how Wildin' Out Wednesday gets. It gets crazy. All right. There we go. Pin the message. All right. So while I'm waiting for y'all to come up there, I'll tell you a little bit about some stuff. Yesterday, I coached my daughters. By the way, the link is in the chat. Click on it. Get up here. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I know I want to talk about me coaching Little League Baseball yesterday and being allergic to season. I have seasonal allergies, and pollen levels really high here in Maryland. And I haven't had like a real bad like I take, over the counter allergy medicine as well as prescribed allergy medicine, but it usually keeps it in check. So I haven't had like a real bad seasonal allergy thing for a long time. And so, man, it definitely got to me yesterday. I had a whole thing while I was like coaching the game. It was bad. Like I had to spray water on my face and was coughing, and it was not good. I hate seasonal allergies. All right. Hey, without further ado, let me bring on the first guest of the day, my brother from another mother. The man I think is going to give us some information. So if you guys want to hold on real quick so that way we can get all this information out, just sit tight. I'm going to bring on the first guest, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather, Mark Norcal, the Godfather. What's up, baby?
What's going down, Stephen D?
What's going on, man?
Man, I
just
missed
you, buddy. How are things going over there on the left coast?
Well, it's nice and sunny this morning, about 65. It's going to be a 90-degree day, perfect day out.
Man, I wish it was that hot. It's about 70 degrees here, but it's still pretty good weather, man. All right, so first of all, before we get into anything, I need you to know I wouldn't be doing the show today. I wouldn't be, having the Tailgate tour without you. And you're one of the reasons I have spread kindness, positivity, and love. You make me want to strive that. You are the godfather of the Finlaws, as far as I'm concerned. And I love you, brother. And I'm super excited that you're on the show this morning.
I'm excited to be here. And you are a brother of mine, dude. That's 100% fact. So I love watching what you do, Stephen. And you would be doing all this with or without me. You got the drive. You're the one that's making it happen, brother.
I do, man. I'm trying to grow something here, but you've always supported and helped it grow. All right. Tell the people a little bit about Fan Club Weekend. I know I just spoke a lot about that. Tell them about Fan Club Weekend, in the past and the excitement for this year.
Excitement for this year, obviously, it gets bigger and bigger every year. But Fan Club Weekend actually started in 2014, and the Miami Dolphins actually created it. And the first year, I think there was 300 I think no, there was around 250 total of fans from fan clubs around the country. That first year, I don't remember there being many fans from the UK and Germany and Berlin.
Mexico,
What's the other one? Belgium. Yeah, they're from all over. We actually
France.
we have people from Switzerland, and then this year Denmark. But every year the Mexican Dolphins Nation, Mexico, I haven't counted last year's total, but it was either them or the British guys that brought the most fans last year. But back in 2014, the Dolphins put this thing together, and then again in 2015, but then they were going to put it to an end. They weren't, 2016 came, and Scott and I were at home, like, man, have you heard from the Dolphins yet on Fan Club Weekend? And he's like, no, I haven't heard, and I hadn't heard. So we called Jamie, who's no longer with the Dolphins. She's still my MVP of the Miami Dolphins, is Jamie Quadrosi. She's the best ever.
She was absolutely amazing. She was awesome.
So I called her. I says, hey, Jamie, it's like a month after when we usually hear, but we haven't heard anything about Fan Club Weekend. And she broke the news that, the Dolphins weren't going to continue that on. But she said, you and Scott, both years brought the most people. If you guys wanted to do something with that idea in mind, we would, support your venture. So Scott and I, we said, let's do it, man. And 2016, we put together a Fan Club Weekend, and we had a tour of the training facility. We had a game day inside the training bubble. Back then it was a bubble in Davie, and we punted, kicked, and passed the football all day, and kids were running around the training facility all day. It was really, really fun.
I have photos of that somewhere. I'm gonna post it up because Solo, I think, was in there with it. Me and Solo. I'm pretty sure we were in there with it. Or it was a couple of years later when you guys were still doing the tour during Fan Club Weekend in the bubble. Yeah. You guys did that for the first couple of years.
2019, and then COVID happened, and we haven't really done much with the Dolphins per se since then. But with having talks this preseason with some of the guys in the Dolphins, I'm thinking that we're going to have something really cool to do this year that the Dolphins are going to do for us. So we're excited about this year. And moments after I texted you, I was waiting for the Dolphins to contact me. Robert, my ticket rep, called me and told me we had the okay to make Fan Club Weekend the Carolina Panthers week. So
Carolina Panthers Fan Club Weekend, baby.
Yeah, they travel big too because they're not so far away. So we're gonna have to put in work to scoop up all these tickets before the Panther fans grab them. And
that's not going to happen. But what I will say is there's two big fan clubs out there, the Triangle Fan Club and the Charlotte Fan Club. Donna, shout out to Donna, Charlotte Doll Fan Club. She's amazing.
She is awesome. And she actually has her own group of tickets set up because last year we only had 110 tickets available to us. So, Donna was like, should I do a group? I'm like, yes, do a group so we can get more tickets. So, Robert was saying we're probably only going to have around 100 tickets again this year, but I begged them. I said, man, I got 170 people that want to go now. And that's usually 170 plus their one, so we're going to need 250, 300 tickets this year. And if they only offer 100, then they're going to go quick, kind of like your Philly thing, like you better jump on that.
I cannot believe how fast these Philly tickets are going out the door, to be perfectly honest. I was very surprised. Because they're the most expensive ones. Like that game is a top 5 game of the year, and 100%. People are just snatching them. They're just.
I would take the top 2 because, dude, they were runner up in the Super Bowl. That's a top 2 game. We're playing both teams from the Super Bowl last year.
I know. I'm stoked about it.
Tough schedule, but guess what? We finished 12-5, 13-4, playing all the teams we're playing. We'll be ready to make a run all the way through.
All right, so. Carolina Panthers weekend, for those of you who don't know, is week 6. It's a 1:00 game. It's October 15th. And the week after is the Philly Finvasion. So back-to-back weekends, I'm going to be super busy. Back-to-back weekends. So give us what other do you have any other details about Fan Club Weekend that you're able to provide now? Or what's the deal?
Well, I've already I already kind of had an idea it was going to be this weekend, so I've put some messages out to hotels, and obviously we've already spoke to Cameron at the 32 tailgate, East 32 tailgate. So obviously we're going to be on aisle 209 at their tailgate, and that's the only information I know for a fact right now is that we'll definitely be tailgate with Cameron and right down the aisle from the East 12 guys. So that's a really great aisle. And you're looking right at the stadium, looking right at the Hard Rock sign. It's just a perfect location.
It is. Now, things are still in the works for the meet and greet the night before and wherever that's going to be at. And also there's maybe some planned activities in the work for the previous day in the afternoon or morning time that you're working on. And that information will come out in the coming weeks. 2 questions. Number one, where can fans get all updated information for the fan club weekend? I guess that's the first question.
I'm only on Facebook, so you got to go to Facebook, and we do have an event page set up for it. And anyone who's already clicked going on that event is more than to invite their friends. That's the easiest way. If you, Stephen, hear of someone who wants to go, you're already on there. You can just go on the event, click invite, and then whoever's asking, you can just invite them, and then they'll have all the information they want. So if you look up Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin on Facebook, and I'll give my cell phone out. I don't care. It's 707-580-0940. You send me a text, give me a call. I'll give you the information I have, and I'll send you an invite to the event page on Facebook and keep you better in tune that way. But we're still planning on doing boat campers. They're still going to.
Are we still doing boat campers the night before? I know you're breaking up. NorCal and that internet service out there.
Oh man, my phone. Doing boat.
We are doing boat campers.
Man, we got the mission.
Oh, you're breaking up, NorCal. You're breaking up, Mark. Mark, go out and come back in real quick. Go out and come back in, and we'll try to finish this up so that way we get all the rest of the information. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. So what it seems so far is fan club weekend is going to be week 6, October 15th, the Carolina Panthers game. It's going to be awesome. We are obviously going to sell tailgate tickets through East 32 Dolphins tailgate through Tailgreeter. That's going to be dope. If you want to sit with the group, you're going to have to go through Mark, and Mark also might have a discount going through him for the tailgate as well. It's going to be good times, man, and it's going to be a whole bunch of Miami Dolphins fans from all over the country, all over the world, coming to that game. So I'm super stoked about that. And if you've never been, just to let you know, fan club weekend is it's going to be great. And Greg's right. The Panthers suck. That game's going to be 100-0 Dolphins. I'm mad at you, Greg. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a party. Dolphins win. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. All right, Mark. Sounds like Mark's having internet issues. I apologize about that. It's that West Coast internet, man. You know how that West Coast internet is, because Rashad always has problems with his internet. So all those people on the West Coast always have problems. Always. All right, it is Wildin' Out Wednesday. If Mark comes back, we'll bring him back on and let him finish it up. But in the meantime, if you guys want to get in, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Get up in here. Sorry, my phone sucks worse than the JETS suck. I'm not mad at you, Mark. I'm not mad. I will be able to get all the information in more detail. Mark will send to me, and I will most definitely be breaking any news about Fan Club Weekend right here on Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami Dolphin morning show. All right, I got somebody in the back. First person. Everybody's welcome. It's a full panel. It's a party. Get up in here. Dade County, what's good, my guy? Dade, you're on mute. You got to take yourself off mute, Dade.
What's up, Steven?
What's good, man? How are you?
All good, bro.
Hey, I see the Heat logo on your avatar. Should be.
Oh, you already know, bro. Heat and 6. It's the revenge tour.
It's the revenge tour. Before we get into the Heat game, did you watch Lakers game last night?
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you right now. So look, I mean, everybody knows I'm a LeBron fan. That there's nothing new about that. But I don't think I've ever walked away. I was frustrated at the end that we lost because we easily could have won. But I have to admit, I was like, there ain't no way Denver Nuggets are going to hang with the Lakers, because the Nuggets had the best game of their year last night. It was the best game they played all year, and they still almost blew it. And they still,
that's true.
I mean,
that's true. But that first half was ugly, boy. Y'all was down 18. I was like, it looked like they was about to run y'all ass out of the gym. Now, what I will tell you is, Anthony Davis cannot guard Jokic. He cannot stop him.
It's not that he can't. Here's the thing, right? In basketball, and I'll bring Batman into the loop here. What's up, Batman? In basketball, it's about matchups, right? And so in the second half, they put Hachimura on Jokic, on the Joker.
Yeah, it looked like they figured something out in the second half.
Dude, he scored 0 points until the last minute of the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, he had 0 points up until the last minute. And
y'all still got a reason to have hope. Because that first half, boy, I was like, yo.
So at three different times last night, the Nuggets got up by 20 points. 3 separate times. And the Lakers never looked intimidated by it. They didn't look like, this is the entire night. They kept on just, we're gonna keep it moving. They had some small runs here and there. I'm telling you right now, in order for Denver to win this series, they have to be perfect for 4 quarters, or at least 3. They have to do what they did for 3 more games. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see it happening, because I think Hachimura found something on the Joker, and they're going to be able to play that matchup really well. And if LeBron and AD, they only have to do it for 4 games. They don't have to do it for all 6 or all 7. And, I understand they did it for 1, but I definitely see 3 more in them. And to also be fair, D'Angelo Russell was really quiet last night. Vanderbilt was quiet last night. And even Austin Reeves, to a certain extent, wasn't on top of his game fully. So I'm telling you,
that wasn't a good game by y'all. There's a reason to be optimistic. Seriously, y'all don't have no reason to be worried about it.
I know I'm sounding like a LeBron homer, and I always do. So there's nothing new with that. But I could easily see Lakers in 5, but if I'm honest, it's probably Lakers in 6.
5? All right, yeah, okay.
One more.
Yeah, let's chill.
Win one more.
Let's chill, not 5.
But I don't in any way, shape, or form see them. I don't think the Nuggets can compete with the Lakers, and that's just real. They've the last time they scored 130 plus points was in February.
And they did it against the best defensive team in basketball. That's why it's an anomaly.
It is. It was a straight anomaly. They were hitting threes last night that were just what the heck?
Like I said, they were hot. They were on last night.
They were on, and it was funny because I'm turning to my wife and we're watching the game, and I'm getting, by the way, I'm screaming in our apartment complex. I'm just waiting for somebody one day to knock on the door. Shut the hell up. But I was like, are we playing the Warriors? Because the Warriors are the only people that can make threes like this. Last night, though, the Nuggets were definitely dropping points on them boys. And I mean, I'm very optimistic. I think LeBron and the Lakers are going to be just fine, and it's going to be a Lakers Heat finals. But I am excited for tonight's game with the Celtics. I think it's going to be dope. Heat Celtics. I I'll be honest with you, it's going to be a better series than the Western Conference Finals and everything.
Oh yeah. You already know. Like,
better.
I mean, we definitely not overlooking the Celtics. You know, you got to respect them, but at the same time, revenge. That's all we worried about. Revenge.
How do
We're
you?
Not even gonna shy away from it. We're not gonna act like it's another year. Oh, that was last year. Nah, we remember, and we want our revenge.
But Dave, let's be fair. Let's be honest about it for a second. How do the Heat prevent what happened last year? Because they don't have Victor Oladipo, they don't have Tyler Herro.
Our role players
They are going to do the squad because Jason Tatum is back.
It's too early, Greg.
They have poked the
Jason,
bear.
hey.
The Sixers are done. Let's go.
Okay.
Celtics in 5.
That's the boogeyman. That's the boogeyman.
Hey, Greg, just to let you know, and let everybody know that's watching, Greg was just off the Celtics a couple weeks ago. So let's keep it G, Greg. You literally Greg was literally just off them boys. He thought he was gonna lose to the Sixers.
Greg's like, it's
Tighten up.
Wednesday. Let's go, baby.
Nah, that's just Greg all the time, Steven. I don't know if you know Greg, but that's Greg all the time.
They call Greg John Wick out here. He's the boogeyman.
No, they don't. Like, why are y'all lying? That's Lewis and Batman trying to put a battery in Greg back. Greg know better.
Lewis, good morning, Lewis. What's up, buddy?
That's the boogeyman. Get him, boogeyman. Don't let him.
So this is the boogeyman part 2. So now we just transferring boogie names.
That's the boogeyman 2.0. It was Alex Renee Diaz, but the Knicks were trash, so we had to find a new boogeyman. So now,
hey Greg, you sure you want to be the boogie? Hey Greg, you sure you want to be the boogeyman?
Last thing I just want to throw out there before I say hello to Slim Shady, who I haven't seen in a while. I'm glad to see you up here, Slim Shady. Whatchamacallit, I saw on Twitter yesterday, Alex Diaz getting a little upset. I have no idea what it was about. I just saw that he lost it on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
Don't worry, Alex will be okay.
I'll let you know what happens, Steven.
Okay.
He'll be okay, brother.
We did him dirty yesterday.
So somebody playing with a counter?
All right, I'll put you on mute real quick, Slim Shady. Go ahead, Batman.
So basically, long story short, I made a bet with Alex that the Lakers were going to go further than the Knicks in the playoffs.
Okay.
If I lost, I would let Alex talk about the Knicks as he pleased on Twitter Spaces, and I would not stop him, but it wouldn't stop anybody else from stopping him. If I won the bet, Alex had to put a Lakers logo as his avatar on any platform, whether it's YouTube or Twitter, for a whole week.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair bet. Nothing wrong with it.
He lost the bet. Alex went on a Knicks space to vent, to go talk about, the Knicks lost. And long story short, they kicked Alex out of the Twitter space. Said, we're not going to allow no Laker fans to talk about our Knicks.
Oh, my God. So he got so mad.
Yes.
He thought his own people thought he turned against them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, what a sad day. What a sad day.
Batman's a bad friend.
Slim Shady Canes, what's up, man? I haven't talked to you in a while, Slim Shady.
Yeah, man. It's been busy with the new baby and everything. I just
got the wrong logo on.
It's all good, man. What are you doing, man? There's a lot of noise in your background. What are you doing?
driving down the road, boss.
Driving down the road.
It's these Kentucky roads in Louisville, outside of Louisville.
Man,
well, that sounds horrible.
I know it sounds really bad. It sounds like you're on.
And there's a Bucks logo, so.
Hey man, who's won 2 Super Bowls in the last 50 years? Remind me.
Yeah, but Brady. You do realize you're on a Dolphin channel, like. Come on.
Yeah, but I subscribed to the channel long before Steven started doing this show.
Oh, okay. That's understandable, but still, no.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I subscribed to this channel back when I started following solo music because I'm a Kings fan.
So you grandfathered in.
I guess.
All right. I hate when somebody calls me and they know that I host a morning show.
But I mean, we're used to it. Steven always brings up other fan bases, so it's all good.
Sounds like he's crushing cans. Mark says Kentucky Road sounded like he's driving through a slot machine. Oh my goodness. This is why I don't talk to on panel. Trucker Sean says. I ain't mad at you, Trucker Sean. All right, hey, let me ask you guys, if the Heat and the Panthers win, should there be a joint parade or should there be separate parades?
You're funny, Steven.
Separate.
Winning squad
Separate.
with Jason Tatum on the court.
Really?
Bro, you don't even trust Jason Tatum. Stop it.
You thought your team was about to lose to Philadelphia and
they're back. That's all I
not, but they're not though.
There they are. They played Celtics basketball on Sunday. That's the Celtics basketball I've been seeing all year. We back.
There's something wrong. There's
the boogeyman.
Fans that
I gotta ask, sir, do you have fever with those fits? just out of concern.
Hey, Greg, like I said, bro, I mess with you, bro. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to do you like Steve. Do you like I did. What's dude's name? Alex. Just bring it down a notch, bro. Because I'm telling you now, the boogeyman. I'm telling you, I'm petty. I'm petty.
So
after game one, I'll
Greg, let me ask you: are you willing?
I'll be back.
Somebody on the panel to put something on the line. A gentleman bet.
I'm not a betting man.
You're not a betting man. Okay, all right. Neither am I. But
that's all I need to know.
Dayton County's like, I'm good. I got you. Rashad, good morning, Rashad. What's up, buddy? I love how I said hello to Rashad and Rashad just not answer. Rashad's got that same self-service that Mark has out there in the West Coast. All right. Hey, all right. Let's get into Dolphins talk since a lot of people are here for Dolphins talk.
Yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts on the two offensive linemen signings?
I'm actually here for Laker talk. That's what I was here for.
Laker talk?
Yeah. Y'all were sitting up here giving Steven all these outs. Oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Do you realize that the Lakers shot 70% from the field in the second half and still lost? That's not concerning to y'all.
Nope.
Y'all going to sit up here and let Steven lie to you. Guess what?
Lakers in 6, cuz. Lakers in 6.
Nuggets
Anthony Davis can't do nothing with the Joker. I'm telling you guys right now.
We got Hashimara. I can't say his name.
What you said? I just heard you say we had. You know what you had yesterday? An L. That's what you got. I don't know nothing else. I don't care about none of that other stuff.
Perfect game in order to win, Lewis.
Did they play perfect?
Yes, the hell they did.
No, they didn't. If you allow a team, Steven, in the second half to shoot 70% from the field, do you think that defense was perfect?
All right, so let's play this out, Lewis, real quick, okay? Before we get to the Dolphins stuff. Let's play this out, good sir.
Okay.
They had to have a humongous first quarter, right? And they did. They had a humongous first quarter. They were hitting shots for 3 quarters of the game, 3.5 quarters of the game that they don't normally hit. They were exceptional from the 3-point range.
You haven't seen that before, Steven?
Not from Denver.
Oh, but you've seen it for your team. It shit happens. That kind of stuff happens in the NBA. Remember against Golden State when Hachimura couldn't miss?
Lewis, do me a favor. Go look at the Denver Nuggets postseason and regular season. They haven't scored that many points in a postseason game yet. And 128 points would have beat them in any other game they played this year. So they had to come correct. They had to come correct.
Yesterday.
Hey,
they didn't beat them yesterday.
Morning,
that's all I know. They didn't beat them yesterday.
They had to come correct. And here's the other problem to it, Lewis. They hit 3 threes at buzzer beaters.
Okay.
That were just stupid shots. They never go in.
Again, see, this is the problem. This is the problem with the hypocrisy. Game 6, Lakers and Golden State. Hold on, let me finish, Steven. At halftime, Austin Reeves throws up a heave from half court that he swishes. Does those shots usually go in, Steven?
How many points did the Lakers win by in that game?
That's the white
none of
mamba.
that.
Put
You
some
ju-
respect on him, Lewis.
You look, now there's the white mamba. You see how y'all move the goalposts?
Oh,
It's
that's
the
racist.
same thing. Y'all talking about, Steven's talking about there's 3 buzzer beaters that happened yesterday. Well, was Austin Reeves, didn't he hit a buzzer beater? Y'all didn't say that was luck. Y'all didn't say they played a perfect game.
Can I ask you a question,
Y'all
Steven?
Nah, Jokic is just mad. He like that, bro.
Y'all ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nobody on that squad that can deal with Jokic. I'm telling you right now.
Well,
that
they
man,
don't got anybody to stop
wants.
Anthony Davis. They don't got nobody to stop Anthony. He got 40-something points.
All right, so
Nah, that's not true. Anthony Davis will get in his own way. Don't worry about it, Lewis. He'll get in his own way. Something to hurt. He'll hurt it.
So here's another thing. And Lewis, be honest with yourself. Don't play yourself, okay?
Uh-oh.
Be honest.
Ooh. Fighting words.
Y'all been playing yourself.
No. Be honest. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself, okay?
Uh-oh.
Be honest. Do you think Denver can sustain this in a 7-game series?
Not even close.
Do you think Anthony Davis can stay healthy through a 7-game series?
Dude, they haven't scored this many points since February. What
I don't
makes
care
you
about
think
none of
they're
that.
going to do that?
I don't care about none of that. They scored it yesterday. That's all I know. I don't know what they scored the last 3 months. They scored it yesterday.
Anthony Davis stays healthy, the Lakers are winning a championship. There's no ifs,
The
ands, or buts.
stats
Hey,
say the Lakers shot 70% from the field yesterday.
No. All right, time out. Listen. All right. Let's. I'm going to add one more caveat to this, Lewis. You ready for the Lakers game so far this year? 132 points, 122 points, 121 points, 127, 127, 125. I mean, 128. They've been putting up those amount of points the entire postseason.
Right.
This is the first time Denver's gotten to that. Are you kidding me?
But Steven, let me ask you a question.
There's no way in hell they're doing this.
Hey, Steven, do you think Golden State is a great defensive basketball team? Is that what
better than Denver?
No.
Better than Denver.
Does Golden State play defense? Does Golden State play defense? Are y'all worried about Golden State?
Well, hey, go look at LeBron. Who's how old is LeBron? How old is LeBron?
None of that.
We ended the Warriors dynasty.
I don't know what. And the man still had 26 points and 12 rebounds.
The Warriors dynasty is over.
Anthony Davis dropped 40 points on them boys last night.
And took an L.
I'll say one thing. LeBron looked a little lazy a couple times last night.
That's what I was about to ask you. That's what I was about to ask you. Steven, let me ask you a question. Do you think for this series, because we know LeBron likes to stuff stats, and that's what he was doing yesterday. Yep. Do you think we need a LeBron to be more aggressive?
Rashad, turn your camera off.
We need.
Here's why you don't. Because D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder, and Lonnie Walker had a combined total of 5 points. All 3 of those guys need to step up, and they will. I have no doubt in my mind that they will. And Hachimura needs to start.
I doubt it.
And you know what? And the other thing is the entire postseason. And the other
we're talking about Lonnie Walker, D'Angelo Russell stepped up, and you guys got the greatest player of our generation in LeBron,
who's been averaging 24, 25 points this postseason.
But Steven, you realize that the Lakers found something out at the end of the game. Murray, he's barbecue chicken when he's on LeBron. So LeBron needs to take advantage of that. Like, he has to see red and attack him every single time.
So LeBron made
LeBron's barbecue chicken on Murray too.
LeBron made one big error last night. And that last minute, when he had the ball and they were down by 4, it
was in that boy pocket.
There was no reason for him to shoot a 3. He should have went to the
ball. Well, let's not talk about it. He got his pocket picked twice too now. Let's not act like he didn't get his pocket picked.
But Steven, that's the problem with LeBron. He's never been that guy like MJ to take the ball and win the game. He's never been that guy ever in his career.
Slim Shady Canes, there has been nobody in the history of the NBA that has made more clutch shots. And by the way, clutch shots is less than a minute in the fourth quarter or in overtime.
He missed one yesterday. He missed that clutch shot.
Nobody's made more in the history of the game.
Bro, that wasn't even a good. It wasn't even a good shot that he took.
Steven, you need to be
Stop it. That LeBron is the most clutch player in NBA history.
No, he's not. You need to be drug tested, breathing, insinuating.
Did he have a chance to tie the game yesterday? Did he have a chance to tie the game yesterday?
What?
They didn't start doing clutch shots till later because I know a lot of NBA players in the past that were clutch.
Hey, Steven, you know ESPN makes up all them stats for LeBron?
Oh my God, y'all biggest bunch of haters I've ever seen, bro.
There's got to be something to hate on, Steven. There's nothing to hate on.
Hey, but I will say this: the Celtics and Heat have one thing in common this offseason. We got 2 championship coaches fired.
Yeah, we did.
Greg, you're too much, bro. Greg out here. Greg, both teams you've played against, their coaches fired their both teams have fired their coaches after they lose to you guys.
Yeah, guess what? No, I'm not gonna.
Hey, Steven, I'll take it a step
Yeah,
further.
yeah. Think about what you was about to say.
Go ahead, Slim Shady.
I'll take it a step further. He's not the greatest clutch player in Lakers history, much less the NBA.
Yeah. God damn.
Well, he has only played, 3 years with the Lakers?
Hey, EM in here? Is EM in here? That shit sound like EM.
I mean, look, man. He gets so much hate, and he's Do y'all see what he's doing? How old is LeBron?
I don't hate.
He's
I don't hate
21
LeBron.
years in the league.
Hey, I don't hate LeBron.
And he's still one of the 2 best players on the court, one of the 3 best players on the court.
He's not in my top 10,
That's
Steven.
That's Cat.
Steven, they're just trolling you, brother. Just relax.
Okay, hey, 100%, no cap,
Hey,
no
Rashad was
troll.
about to cry
He's
last
not
night.
in my top 10.
I was if we didn't go big.
That first half,
Steven,
Rashad was so mad, bro.
Why do we play
I don't
3
hate
point
LeBron.
guards? I
don't
don't
hate
know, but at least they got it together.
Yeah, like I said. But it did look like y'all figured something out at the end of the game. But
Rashad,
hopefully, I expect good teams to adjust. So
Hey, Rashad,
and if LeBron goes out in his final playoffs to the Denver Nuggets, people will be roasting him for 20 years.
Hey, Rashad, you know what was so frustrating, man? And I just said it, man.
Well, they're the number 1 seed.
Every
So I
time
don't
we
know
had that
about
pick
that.
and roll, and you got Murray on LeBron, and LeBron wants to shoot a 3, a fadeaway. Like, what are you doing?
That's all I said. LeBron was playing lazy last night. He was playing lazy.
Pound it in, dunk it in his mouth.
I can tell you why he shot that 3, because he's trying to be MJ late in his career so hard it ain't even funny.
He's a better 3-point shooter than
MJ shot 3s to win games.
Late in his career, yes, he did.
But LeBron's a better 3-point
on the
shooter,
Wizards.
Regardless, like there's nothing to talk about. He's a better 3-point shooter.
When they won
I
the
like
last
college
one with,
basketball more than I
Chicago.
like pros.
Oh, so when he was like 29? I mean,
Rashad, stop. We already, bro. He's a better 3-point shooter than Michael Jordan. Stop.
I'm not arguing it.
I
know when I'm getting trolled.
I wouldn't even entertain what
like
he's saying. You know he's a better 3-point shooter.
I like to play along just to make other.
I like to troll just a little bit.
I know.
That's
I'm gonna make you pull. I'm gonna make you pull out numbers to troll me.
Here's the thing, man. Knowing LeBron, all right, and watching him for years.
He don't know you.
Everybody here on this panel has to admit what we're witnessing we'll never see again of somebody who 20 years in the league is still a top 5 player on any court he touches.
I can't say top 5.
Okay, Steven, no troll. No, he's not.
So hold on. Is he top 5 in the league right now? No. Has he been top 5 player on the court every game?
Oh,
this
season?
100%.
That's because of the NBA now that is soft. He had a 20-year career, and the NBA is soft. That man if that man played in the late 80s to early 90s basketball, he wouldn't have a 20-year career.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if he had to play Detroit with the Jordan rules, he would have been out in 10 years.
He would have never played 20 years, and everybody knows
facts. Dude's spitting facts. He wouldn't have to fly halfway across the board back in the 90s.
Y'all need to stop this 20-year narrative. Y'all need to stop that. The game is weaker now.
You know what I need y'all to do?
You can't foul. You can't do anything.
No, hold up.
Sweet.
So I put something. I listened to something on social media the other day. You know, I always look at these Jordan, LeBron videos all the time. Somebody said something in one of them that makes so much sense. Anytime we talk about LeBron versus Jordan, everybody wants to bring up the 6 years of Jordan. They don't bring up any of the other years. The 9 years before. Them running into Bill Laimbeer and the Pistons and not being able to do anything with them. Them not being able to get past the Celtics.
Hey, Steven, you know what?
I didn't forget.
I give you one better.
They're not straight making the playoffs. Period.
Well, let's talk about it.
They don't bring up Reggie Chapman giving them 40.
Any Jordan supporter only brings up 6 years.
Hey,
how many championships? How many championships? If Jordan in his prime had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in their prime, how many championships do you think Jordan, Wade, and Bosh would win, Steven?
Oh my God, a million.
Okay.
Nigga, Jordan had Pippen and everybody else.
And you brought that up because LeBron James, who, by the way, for years had been carrying a Cleveland Cavaliers team on his own back. Now, did they win it? No. But Jordan didn't either till Scottie Pippen got there. So don't give me crap about Kyrie Irving.
But nobody faults LeBron for that.
What would Jordan's stats be if he played with today's NBA defensive rules?
He would average 40.
45.
Really?
Y'all don't know that. How are y'all just throwing numbers out there? Y'all don't know that. Stop.
Right. Because he'll be in foul trouble in the first quarter every game.
Hey, Steven, I got a question for you.
Yeah, but if you
just throwing numbers up like, bro, this man played in 2 different eras.
Y'all
don't know that. So stop throwing out numbers like it's
That's cat.
All right, hold up. Sosa, go ahead, Sosa.
All right, you said they don't bring up them years because he got bounced out by Laimbeer and them. They don't bring him up because he didn't go and join Laimbeer and them either.
Boo. Mic drop.
Hit the button.
Sosa, it wasn't even that. Sosa, it's
wrong
not
button.
Even that. It's not even that. They want to talk
hold
about
on, Sosa. Let me tell you why that's such, and I love you. You're my brother. That's such a trash comment to make.
No, it
ain't.
He's right.
No, it ain't.
It's a horrible comment to make.
No,
Let's just get that straight.
It's the truth.
Jerry Krause, who, by the way, was the GM of the Chicago Bulls.
White and the White Sox.
Yep, and the White Sox and the Bulls, right? He put together that team for Jordan in the early 90s and the mid 90s. He had a owner and a GM who was willing to work together to bring in and recruit people and sign them to massive deals. Go look at what they had to do to bring in Dennis Rodman and the contract they had to give him.
What about Kukoc?
Hold up.
They drafted all those guys though, besides Rodman.
And that's fair too, right? It was better. Do you know what LeBron had in Cleveland? Dan Gilbert, the same guy.
I don't want to care about none of that.
What are you talking about?
The same guy.
If you're going to bring up a GM and an owner, you got to do it for both ways.
Okay, is that this? Hold on. This is where we get them. No. This is where we get them.
The minute Jerry Krause left, so did Jordan. Jordan was never successful without Jerry.
Hey, Steven, again, you just brought up Jerry Reinsdorf and what he did breaking the bank.
Jerry Krause. I meant Jerry Reinsdorf.
Okay, Jerry.
You're right.
Okay,
my bad, I apologize.
Right? Okay, check it out. You said he broke the bank to get these players, right? That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Did Dan Gilbert break the bank for Kevin Love? Did he break the bank for Kyrie Irving? Did he go and get those guys?
Time out. Hold up, Lewis. Hold up. I'm talking about Cleveland's first run. The reason he left Cleveland to go to Miami.
It's funny you brought that up. You want to talk about when Detroit was beating Michael Jordan. Can we go to those rosters in the 88 series and 89? Because Pippen wasn't there. Pippen wasn't there when he was getting drugged by those Piston teams.
Okay, and Kyrie wasn't there when LeBron was getting drugged.
You don't want to bring up those teams. No.
You're making my point.
You got to use the same analogy.
You said
Jordan.
Rashad,
Jordan.
you said
He
Jordan
said
and
his first
Kobe.
run with the Cavs, he didn't
Y'all
have
got
nobody. You're saying Michael Jordan
Jordan and
didn't have.
Kobe
He's
could
saying the
not
same
win.
thing.
Jordan
It's
and
the
Kobe
same
the
could
first
not
thing.
run,
win without Phil
but you're
Jackson.
talking about.
They
You
could
guys are
not win
talking
without
about.
Phil Jackson.
You
TJ
guys are
Mack is
talking
right.
about.
Jordan
I ain't
either
talking
won
about
a
nothing.
title or got swept in the first round. My man has made 11
what team?
NBA
With what team?
finals and about to make his 12th. So you
And
come
only got
talk
4
to me
rings.
when Jordan
And only
can
got
do that.
4 rings.
He's
And
about
only
to
got
get it
4 rings.
done. Yo,
And only
man,
got
shut
4.
that trash up.
And
Shut
only
it up.
got 4.
Okay,
Well,
Steven,
I will
do gotta
argue
call
he
out
didn't face some of the best teams in NBA history, Lewis. Like the Warriors had the best record in NBA
Don't nobody
history.
want to hear
Then
that.
got
Don't nobody
then
want to hear
added
that
Kevin
trash.
Durant.
Won
No.
against that
Don't
team.
nobody want to hear that trash.
Let's
What
be
are you
real.
talking about?
When Michael
They
Jordan
had
seen team,
they
when
broke
Michael,
the back.
hold on,
Did they
Steven.
not? I'm helping you, Rashad.
Hold
They
on.
had the
No.
best.
I got this. Because
Okay, all right, I'll let you go. Go ahead.
when Michael Jordan seen those teams that were of that caliber, he didn't make it to the finals. He couldn't even get in.
Okay.
Every
So Rashad,
year, it took him
so
to get on the best to
hey,
have the
hey,
best
hey,
team.
Thank you, Rashad.
What's happening?
Rashad, let me ask you a
Yo,
question. When LeBron lost that first championship to Dallas, was they all to a pro team?
Oh, by the way, that
Dallas
wasn't.
team?
Just so
no,
you
Was
know,
no,
that team?
that,
no,
no,
Was that team
no,
great?
no,
hey,
no, it
Lewis,
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Lewis,
So
just
what
so
you
you know,
talking
that
about?
wasn't
What,
his first
All right,
championship.
watch this.
That
All right, watch
was,
this.
hold up, Rashad. That wasn't his first finals appearance, good sir. It was the San
I know he
Antonio
lost it
Spurs with
against San
Cleveland.
Antonio.
And go
I
back and
agree.
go back and
The
look
Most
at it.
boring finals
Time
of all time.
Go back and look at that finals. Spurs
That's one of the
straight
best
drug
teams of all
Cleveland.
I don't care
But
about
if you
none
go
of that.
back and watch it, LeBron was the best player on that court the
Did they win?
entire series.
Did they win? Did they win?
He had nobody else. He
No.
brought a
And
team
when
to
Michael
the
Jordan,
NBA Finals with
You're gonna mention finals when Michael couldn't make it.
The hypocrisy is, listen,
When
I
Michael
cannot
couldn't
believe
make it to the finals.
Michael
Benny
couldn't
Hanna.
make it to the finals
you
without
guys-
Scotty.
Okay,
LeBron
let me
made
ask you
it
a
to the
question.
finals
Steven,
without a number two.
Steven, let me ask you one question, and then I'm gonna give it to everybody else. Just let me ask this last question. I'll
But
give
the
it. I
East
won't
was
say
easy.
another word. I
Don't
won't say
say no
another
nutter
word.
like you said no nutter.
Hey, Steven, you just said even when LeBron lost that finals to San Antonio and against Dallas, LeBron
Yes.
was the best player on the court, correct?
Yes.
Okay, when Michael Jordan lost to those Detroit Pistons teams, he was the best player on the
No,
court.
he was
he
not.
not?
That's
No,
a
he was
fact.
That is a
Who was
fact.
better than
That is a fact. He was better than Isaiah
was better?
Thomas. He was
No,
better
he
than Bill
was not.
Laimbeer.
Go back
He
and
was
look.
better than
Please,
Rodman.
Nah,
He was better than
Isaiah
everybody.
was better.
No, Isaiah was
Isaiah-
not
No,
better.
Isaiah
Isaiah was
was
Not
definitely
even
better.
close.
Bill
Isaiah was
Laimbeer
cooking.
arguably better too.
Hey,
Oh,
do
you
any
done
of you
lost
know?
your mind.
Hey, do
This
any
is
of you
crazy.
know? Do any
Y'all
of you
just say
know?
Isaiah Thomas better
Hey,
than Jordan? Get out of
That's
here.
like that's
hey,
like
hey,
that's
do
like saying
any?
Jimmy Butler
Hey,
is better
do
than Jordan.
hey,
Get out
do
of here.
any of you
Championship
know?
runs for Detroit when they faced
One
Chicago
mic.
in the first round?
They
Hell
had
yeah,
a better
they were.
team. They had a better team, but Jordan was
Hey,
the alpha. He was the best player on the court by far.
No, he
hey,
was not.
hey,
He was not in those two playoff
Stephen
series.
E. Who's the only player to never lose to Jordan in the playoffs?
Kobe
Larry
Bryant.
Bird.
Larry Bird, and yet Jordan was the one putting
As a
50 up.
matter of fact,
Jordan put
never even
50.
63. 63.
Jordan, all right, 63. He was putting up points. He was the best player on the court. Bird beat
In
him
the
because of the
Garden.
rest of the team.
Hey,
What did Larry Bird say
Todd,
about
I'll
Michael
even
Jordan?
one up
His
you.
rookie year.
Jordan never even won a playoff game against Larry Bird, let alone a series. Never
Yeah,
even won.
did.
Larry Bird had a
That
stacked
means
team,
Larry
though.
Bird's
Larry
Yes,
Bird
he
had
did.
a
Oh,
stacked
please,
team,
man.
though.
Yeah,
Larry
he
Bird
had
had
a
a
stacked team, but
stacked team.
Jordan was the best player
Bro,
on
can we
that
agree
court.
to disagree and move on? Jesus.
Okay,
No.
that's the
All right,
same
We're
thing
not
we're
getting
saying about
anywhere. We're
LeBron.
talking
Steven,
in
I
circles.
got one
Y'all
more
are
question.
arguing the same point, but saying no to the other one when they're
Hey,
both
Steven,
facts. The
can we get the
losing player
megaphone?
was the better player on the court.
Rashad, don't nobody want to hear what you're saying, Rashad.
Can you call
I
King
know.
Troll, Pete King Troll on the megaphone, Steven, so we can start this Wild Out Wednesday?
All right, hold on. I gotta find it.
Bro, what? Bro, y'all don't need Y'all do not need him.
Jordan is the
Steve.
GOAT. Jordan is the GOAT.
Bro.
No, he's
Jordan's
not.
the GOAT.
Jordan
Steven,
is your
By the
goat.
way,
hang on. I got one
He's
more
your
question,
goat.
Steven.
It's okay.
Steven, I got
Because
one more
Kobe's
question.
mine.
You just completely disregarded what he said a minute ago about the reason LeBron had a 20-year career was because the rule changed. You completely
you.
Bro,
disregarded
sound
that
like he in
argument.
a blender.
Absolutely.
Okay. My question
Y'all act like they
is,
stopped fouling when
hang
LeBron came.
on,
What the heck?
hang on.
Go ahead.
Steven, why have I heard you made that exact same argument about Tom Brady?
Because that's the truth.
Fact.
It's the truth.
That's
Why?
a fact.
I got a question. Was Michael Jordan smacked across the face and tossed to the ground?
That
What
was
are
a
y'all
mic
talking
drop
about?
right there.
So hold on.
Where's the hard fouls on Mike?
Hold
I'll
on,
wait.
Rashad. He asked me. Let's put this in
Rashad,
perspective.
you weren't born when he was
Let's
getting
put
hard
this in
fouls. Stop that,
perspective.
Rashad.
Cut it out.
Hold on, Rashad. Let's put this in perspective. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to break it down. Okay. My view of Tom Brady is this. There was a reason he was a 6th-round draft pick, right? He was not the greatest talent. And he, in my opinion, talent-wise, is probably not top 5 ever in the history of the NFL, talent-wise. But he has 2 things that nobody else had in the history of the NFL. One of them was Bill Belichick. Yes, one of them was Bill Belichick. And the second thing was, I don't think there was a smarter player in the history of the NFL than him.
That part,
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Giselle. I thought you were going to say his wife.
Let me finish my statement. I believe this is my viewpoint of Brady. I'm biased as a Dolphins fan. I can't stand the man. He beat us for 20 years. But the reality of the situation is he had a perfect design, game plan, personnel around him that allowed him to bring out the best in him. Right?
You mean lack of personnel?
No, I mean, look, let's be real. Wes Welker was there. Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski had one of the best offensive lines for years. They had a rotation of running backs. As soon as a running back was somebody who started fumbling the ball, they got rid of him, brought somebody else in. Their defense for years was one of the best defenses. If somebody
Stop
wanted
it.
to go
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
they've already pulled. Hang on. No, it wasn't, because they've already pulled those numbers together. For the 20 years Brady was at New England, they averaged the 15th ranked defense in the NFL.
Okay, but
what the hell does that got to do?
What did they need to do? They were what, top 10 offense?
When they won them Super Bowls, 6 out of 7 of them, what was they ranked?
As much as I
Let
hate
me know.
the Patriots, and I hate them, that year that Randy Moss was there was no better offense in the history of the NFL. No.
Better than this year. Better than this Dolphins team. Better than this Dolphins offense.
Dude, how many touchdowns did Brady and Moss score that year?
They killed the
record.
I think it was 21.
It was insane.
Hey, but you also got to factor in. I know people want to be funny about the Brady situation. You do got to factor his wife, because if you have a wife that makes that amount of money,
oh my God!
He can hang on. He can take a pay cut and let others get paid on his team. He's able to do that.
Hang on. Now that I'm gonna call bullshit, because
and I will
anybody
too.
can take a pay cut.
I'm not backing you on that one, Batman. That's nope. I'm not taking that.
Hey, Steven.
There's some truth behind the Batman.
Hey,
Don't
Steven.
listen to them.
Yes.
So what number of jersey is Brady gonna wear this year? And are you gonna buy one?
He's not playing this year.
He's gonna wear number 8 for his 8th ring with the Miami Dolphins, or what?
That's not gonna happen.
We have a tour.
Wow.
Hey, let him know we got
Steven,
a tour.
The only thing I'm really gonna take issue with your statement about it really is Belichick, because without Brady, Belichick's a sub 500 head coach.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
Agreed.
But Shady, without Belichick, Brady never becomes what
Agreed.
Of course.
Oh, I do believe they needed each other.
Yes, they
No
brought
doubt
up
about
the
that.
best in each other. And by the way, Shady, here's how I know it was successful. Go look at the times that Brady was hurt in his career and what they did. Matt Castle got a $60 million contract off of 11 games.
Jacoby got paid too off of one.
Jacoby Brissett got paid off of 3 games. Jimmy Garoppolo got the bag. Like anybody during that 10-year of Brady, which is to be fair, why I'm very surprised about the Mac Jones situation, because he's had such a successful run of drafting good quarterbacks and seeing the potential in them, and Mac Jones is just so bad. And
Yeah,
I just
He's
don't
hot dog
understand.
water.
They got zapped.
And so here's what I think. I think Belichick, as much as I hate the man, is the second best coach in the history of the NFL. I'll never put him over Shula. I just won't.
No, he's not.
He's a cheetah.
Yeah,
I
and
do
he's a
like how
cheater.
you still completely avoided answering the question, though, Steve.
Well, I mean, look, I think they're two different scenarios, man. You're asking me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're asking me to say, hey, look, for years you've said that Brady, if he was in, the era that Aikman and Kelly and Marino played, that he wouldn't put up the numbers. I believe that's right. I believe that's true, because anytime that Brady got knocked on his butt and was rattled, he did bad.
I got some news for everybody.
Steven, let me ask you.
I got news for everybody.
In his career.
Let me ask you, Steven, what would be to his career if he got drafted by Belichick? Think about that one.
17
I got news. I got news for everybody.
He'd be Mac Jones, Batman. He'd be Mac Jones. That's who he would be.
You know, Lewis. I think there's an argument to be made for that, maybe. But so, number one, that hypothetical's it's an unfair question, because Tua's injuries are the issue. It's not his playing ability per se. And if he's done this decent, I won't even say good, although I think it's good, but if he's done this decent without having somebody like Belichick, I believe that Belichick would have skyrocketed his career personally. So
you know why that's wrong? You know why that's wrong, Steven? Because all the Tua fans would say, right, the same excuse that y'all gave Tua, but y'all won't give to Mac Jones. Does Mac Jones have any weapons he's throwing to?
But he has a better line.
When was the last time? When was the last time Belichick went and got a number one receiver besides Randy Moss? Go ahead, I'll wait.
But he has invested on the offensive line.
Wes Parker's been the number one there.
Don't feed me Wes Welker. He was not a number one. Don't feed me Julian Edelman. He's not a number one. So people that would
they invested on the O-line
that
at
Tua
least.
don't have no weapons to throw to.
Yeah, but
he wouldn't be nothing.
Lewis, to go back to the Brady argument, sir. Brady's offensive line was exceptional during his tenure in New England. And
the offensive line,
Brady's O-line was good, but you do also have to.
You didn't need to have a number one when you had multiple 2s and 3s.
Listen
not just
this.
one.
This is cap.
No, it's not. It's fact.
Yeah, Steven, but you're completely negating you're completely negating the fact of who you're talking about. He had a bunch of slow ass white dudes.
I just read an article.
You're not wrong about that, Slim Shady. You're not wrong. But
did you see when Peter Griffin played for the Patriots too?
Peter Griffin, the Family Guy?
You didn't see that episode?
All right, so guys, let's put this in perspective. Here's the problem with this conversation and why it's tough for other fans outside of the Dolphins to take this seriously, because we hate the Patriots and what we did. So anything we say is going to have some sort of bias to it. Whether we're saying, hey, look, no, I'm taking out my hate for him, or I'm taking out my disgust for him, whatever. The reality of the situation is that man for 20 years owned us, and I can admit that. Yep. Now, what I also will is that Aikman's career was cut short because of concussions. Marino's career was cut short because of injuries. Kelly's career was cut short because of injuries. And I personally believe that any one of those three would have won more than. All right, Aikman probably not, because he did win a couple. But let's go to Kelly and Marino. They would have won multiple Super Bowls if they had the safety that quarterbacks these days have. They would have been able to do whatever the hell they wanted, and if they got touched, there would have been flags. So Brady, in that same sentiment,
let's not forget that Aikman may have had.
Can we not argue about fucking Tom Brady? I hate
but Brady would have been, if Brady played back then he would have gotten hit, and I think Brady would have run into the same issues that Kelly and Marino did.
And that's the same argument but that's the same argument right there for LeBron. If Michael Jordan again would play in this, hold on.
I hear you.
If Michael Jordan played in this era, the man in that, okay, hold on, because in the last era he played in, right, where you could get absolutely demolished on a foul, right? It wouldn't be a flagrant. No one was getting thrown out. They weren't
The Kobe
reviewing
era.
it. It was just be a regular common foul, correct? The man averaged 30 points. The man averaged 30 points. Could you imagine Michael Jordan playing in this era where anything you touch him is a foul?
Yeah, but let me rebuttal. Let me help you out, Steven.
He would go to the line
Let me help you out.
times.
I got Lewis here. I got him cooked here. Lewis,
go ahead.
You ain't got me cooked.
Do you remember what illegal defense was?
Man, please, Batman, stop.
Well,
stop.
see, I know you're mad.
Stop.
I know you're mad. So let me inform everybody, for those who don't know what illegal defense was. In the 90s, you were not allowed to double team a player when he was out on the perimeter.
Sure
Nowadays, you can double team a guy on the perimeter. The only way you could double team is if Jordan went to the hole. At that point, in the paint, you are allowed to double team. But on the outside, you are not allowed to allowed to. That was the illegal defense factor.
You didn't have to double team on the outside back then.
That's why, therefore, Jordan. That's why Jordan is the greatest one-on-one player, because he was able to get away from that.
Somebody look at hold on. Hey, hold on. I want to rebuttal Lewis, but before I do, can somebody do me a favor and look up LeBron James' shooting percentage and Michael Jordan's career shooting percentage? I just want to know.
Well, here's the problem with what Batman said.
Somebody look that up for me.
You could not double team on the perimeter, but you didn't have to because you could hand check back then.
Yes.
And Michael Jordan would have got cooked in this era. He'd be off the court before.
Lewis, here's my rebuttal for you, bud.
Man, that's cat.
Rex Chapman gave him 40. He ain't got no defense.
Here's my Rashad swear jar.
Again, my bad.
What is that? $2 right there? So, and I
like
$50.
$50, Steven.
It's like
might have had more from what somebody. I didn't hear.
I said it's like 4.
All right, you're at $4. One more, you're gone. So pay your swear jar or whatever. Now, Lewis, to go to you. Look at the build that LeBron has. The man is an athletic freak of nature. So, in my opinion, he would have been just fine playing in the era back in the day because his body type is strong enough to take those type of hits.
The man drops like a fly, Steven, every time he gets touched. Don't lie. I don't care how
big
he
does. Now he does, but
when he first came into the league, he would drop like flies.
No, he did not, man.
Steven, stop.
That's not true. That's not
true.
true.
See how he's flopping it when Stevenson blew in his ear?
Go back and look at those early Cleveland Cavalier days, and go back and look at the Miami Heat days. That man would go
and
to
you
the
couldn't foul, and you couldn't touch a player back then. Steven, is what I'm telling you. The NBA
He
has been soft for years.
He got touched. What are you talking about? He just did most of the damage.
Even to this day, go back and look at it. Even last
night,
LeBron
didn't get fouled driving to the hole.
Hey, fouled multiple times last night, and nothing was being called.
This is ridiculous.
Hey,
so LeBron James don't get fouled, is what you're saying, Lewis?
I didn't. Did you ever hear me say that?
Lewis's argument is
you're saying Michael Jordan got fouled harder, is what you're saying. I'm confused.
Absolutely, the game was tougher. Absolutely.
No. It was tougher, but nobody fouled him.
Nobody fouled Michael Jordan?
No, he was dunking on it.
Dude, there is
no.
Lewis, there is video of Michael Jordan. Hold on, Rashad. There is video of Michael Jordan going to the ref and saying, "Hey, look, he fouled me." And the ref goes up to him and says, "Did he foul you, MJ? All right, if you saw it, I'll give it to him. All right, foul on number 23. I didn't see it, MJ, but I called it. I believe you that he fouled you. There ain't no way in goodness green
let me ask you this.
earth that would happen today with LeBron.
You right, Steven. You right. Let me ask you
Steven, that's a disingenuous argument.
Hey, everybody up here.
It is, and I agree with you. It is. But I had to bring that up for Lewis's sake.
Okay, Steven, let me ask you a question. Everybody up here, right? Watched The Last Dance, right? It's safe to say everybody's seen that documentary.
Apparently, Rashad hasn't. Apparently,
Rashad hasn't. No. If you watch The Last Dance, right? The Detroit Pistons beat Michael Jordan in back-to-back years, 89 and 90, correct?
Yep.
There was the thing called the Jordan rules, correct?
Yep.
You've heard Isaiah Thomas talk about it. You've heard all the
They had a Kobe rule, too.
Correct?
They had a Kobe rule, too.
Now, hold on. Did you see in The Last Dance when Michael Jordan, after those last 2 times, in 89 and 90, he said, I had to get back into the lab, I had to get back into the gym to put more weight on because I knew I was going to get beat up. Did
That's
anybody see that?
That's a fact.
Did anybody see that?
Yeah,
we all did.
Why do you think that was? Because he was having to go play against the Boston Celtics.
He's
He was
getting
having to go play
clotheslined.
against the Detroit Pistons. He was having to go play against the Lakers.
So
LeBron
Hey,
never
hey,
did that.
hey,
Lewis, answer
Lewis.
me this, Lewis.
Kobe did.
Hold
I
on.
don't want to hear it.
You go look
Hold
at
on. Rashad,
Michael.
stop.
Michael
Their
Jordan.
fouls are soft.
LeBron James. Let me put this in here. LeBron James is what is his height and weight? I want to know what his height and weight is.
6'8", 280.
Hey, Steven.
6'8", 6'9", and he's what is he? 240?
280.
Hey,
LeBron?
That LeBron's body type alone
260.
is a true number 4. True number 4 on body type alone.
Okay,
That's
wait
true.
a minute.
He got Barkley's body.
And by the way, and in today's NBA, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 people, AD, Jokic, he's probably a number 5 in today's NBA. His body type, just his body type alone. You're telling me that you don't think that LeBron would have been able to take some hits back then in the 90s?
The thing is, this is the thing, though, Steven. This is the thing. Again,
here.
I'm not trying to discredit LeBron because he's a legend. But I'm going to say this, though. And the reason we're saying about the hits, and you're not gonna want to hear this, Steven. But the reason we're saying about if he took the hits Jordan took, he would have retired early just because he's weak minded.
That was my whole point with Tom Brady comparison.
Hey, Steven.
He's weak minded. He's
weak
minded.
No.
He cries for every little
hold up,
bump.
guys.
He cries for every little touch. Imagine getting clotheslined,
bro.
Imagine getting
Steven.
clotheslined.
He's been clotheslined. What are you talking
about?
All right, bro.
By
plenty of. Okay.
Eric Snow?
Okay.
Compared to Bill Laimbeer? Well, take some teeth off of him?
Eric Snow. Okay.
Yes. Bill Laimbeer will take some teeth off of him with a clothesline.
Okay.
Rashad, stop talking basketball.
What?
Stop talking basketball, Rashad.
Hey, Lewis. I'm talking basketball. I've watched every era. I watched every era that you watched. I watched every era that you watched. LeBron James averaged, not LeBron. Michael Jordan averaged more free throws than anybody in NBA history in a single season. He averaged 12 a year for like 4 years. Oh, okay. So what are y'all crying about? He got fouled and they called it. So what are you talking about? LeBron James get fouled and they don't call it.
Stop talking about basketball.
How many free throws do LeBron James average?
No. All right, Rashad. We got you.
How many free throws has LeBron James averaged in a season? His most in one season. Give it to me.
Who's that on the bottom?
Give it to me.
I can't see.
So who gets fouled and who gets the call?
He don't hit his free throws anyway. So what does it matter? He don't hit them anyway.
What does it matter? They don't call it. You talk about somebody who getting fouled and go to the line and somebody who getting fouled. Okay. And he still has more points. And he still has more points than Jordan's. And Jordan has more.
Who's that on the bottom right there?
Take it down a notch.
I can't see the avatar on the bottom. Who's that on the bottom left? Who is that?
That is a Lakers fan on the bottom left.
Oh,
huge Lakers fan.
Oh,
hey, Steven.
What happened?
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, okay.
What up, Alex?
Oh, man.
What's up?
Hey, man. What did you think of your team losing last night?
It's not my team.
What? You got Lakers as your avatar, Alex.
Get him,
because
he's definitely a Laker fan.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
Well, you can't be a Knicks fan no more. You got kicked out. Excommunicado.
Get him, Steven. Get him.
Hey, Steven.
The fact of the matter is this: is that LeBron, and there's a difference between LeBron and Jordan. There will always be a difference.
And what is that difference?
The fact is that Jordan,
they're not Knicks fans
from day one. From day one, has always had that killer instinct. From day one.
Are you talking about LeBron doesn't?
LeBron didn't have. Hold on.
Hold on, Alex.
Now y'all
You're
giving
telling me that the all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA doesn't have a killer instinct? The man who averaged almost 30 points his entire career doesn't have a killer instinct?
Before he got to Miami. Let me ask you a question. Before he got to Miami, did you ever see that look into LeBron's eye and saying, I'm gonna take over a game? No,
he did.
It was Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals against.
You forgot
Boston.
what he did to Detroit? 19 straight points in Game 6.
Hold on,
in the fourth quarter.
Against Boston in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. in Game 6 when he was with Miami is when he developed that killer instinct. Is when he finally took over and said, "I'm going to take over this game, and I'm going to."
He developed that when he played with Kobe in the Olympic team.
That's a fact. That's
the
a
fact of the
fact.
matter is that
y'all do
Jordan's
realize
always faced tougher competition.
Y'all
than
just
LeBron
pressing, but
has.
y'all just pulling stats out the sky and trying to make it make sense, bro.
You're
Like,
killing
stop it.
I'm trying to
Rashad.
figure
You're
out.
killing
I'm trying to figure out
Rashad.
why y'all
Hold
taking
on, Dave.
advice from
Hold
a
on,
Knicks
Dave.
fan.
Hold
This man
on, Dave.
clearly don't know basketball.
Here's
Y'all
the
ain't, y'all won't bring up a
hold
stat.
on,
Y'all just
Rashad.
playing.
Rashad, calm down.
I'm holding. I'm holding. You tell me hold every
Jordan
time I say
thinks
something.
tougher competition than LeBron has ever
Here's the
faced.
problem. Rashad's right. Anytime a LeBron fan brings up anything that has to do with numbers or stats or whatever, or killer instinct, you guys will be like, oh, you're saying that because you want it to fit your narrative. Anytime you guys bring it up about supporting anything against LeBron, forget the fact whether you're a Jordan fan or not.
But Steven, you
The bad part
completely
about
throw
it
out
is
the
I
fact
hate
that
LeBron.
you
I'm a Kobe
completely
fan.
throw
I
out
hate
the fact
LeBron.
that LeBron has
Rashad,
played
you're
longer.
gone for 10 minutes, Rashad. Keith
They're
Smith.
killing Rashad.
Hi, Rashad. Can't take no more Jordan slander.
Hey, I was waiting
But
for
Steven,
Rashad's service to break up.
you
Damn.
completely throw out the fact that LeBron has played longer than everybody else.
Rashad, take a
But
break,
to
man.
my point,
and
you
here-
hold it against Tom Brady.
You've been schooled up here.
No,
long
I
enough.
don't. I don't hold it against Tom Brady. I'd never hold it against him.
You've absolutely said he wouldn't have those numbers if it wasn't for a softer era, if he hadn't been able to play so long. You've made those arguments on here.
I have said that. But here's the difference. I believe that LeBron would have been just fine in that era, and I don't think that Tom
Maybe
Brady
so,
would have.
Steven. Maybe so. Maybe
somebody
But
time Steven out.
That's my opinion.
Hey, Steven.
No, but Steven has a point there. Steven has a point.
Okay,
He
well,
may
hang on.
have survived.
So you don't have no point. Stop.
To Steven's point,
but he wouldn't be as good as Jordan if he would have been in Jordan's era.
I am
time
out. And by the way,
Steven's point,
I am basing my argument about him succeeding in the Jordan era or the previous era before that because of his body size. Like he's a beast. He's a athletic monster. He's a freak.
Okay, Steven,
Hey,
I'll use the exact example you gave because you gave Troy Aikman as one of your examples.
Yeah,
possibly
that wasn't a great one, but his career was cut short because of an injury.
Possibly one of the greatest offensive lines ever assembled in the NFL.
No doubt. Yep.
One of the greatest running backs in the NFL.
Emmitt Smith, you're right.
And what could Tom Brady do with Michael Irvin to throw the ball to?
I mean, I think he would have been ridiculous behind that.
And Emmitt
that right there, take out Troy Aikman, insert Tom Brady. They're just as successful.
I hate to agree with that, but I think I agree.
Oh, that's a
with
good
you.
point.
That's
actually a good point.
But your argument to me, Slim Shady, is that you think that I'm saying the same thing. I'm giving two different narratives on the same situation in two different sports. And what my difference is, I don't think Brady, who has shown in his career now in this era that when he gets hit, he's like, I mean, we saw the winningest team against Tom Brady in his career, us, because we knew that if we put him on his butt and rattled his cage, he would not be effective.
That's every quarterback.
Steven, let me say this.
That's every quarterback that's ever played the game.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to take off, but I want to say this, Steven. The reason why, besides the fact that he was a Patriot, right? Because we give credit, we understand. He's
Michael Vick never got rattled when he got hit.
No, but let me just say the thing about Tom Brady that really stresses me out is you have all these records, right, that you've accomplished throughout your career. That one year you had Randy Moss and Wes Welker in his prime. Wes Welker in his prime, you broke every statistical record Peyton Manning had that year. You did all of that, and you still lose to Eli Manning in a Super Bowl. And the fact that you cheated countless times in your career to win championships, I cannot respect that, Steven. As great as you are, I cannot respect that.
So here's my here's my thing about Brady and the cheating. There's legit proof and there's confirmed proof that he cheated on multiple occasions. The team did. But what I will say is you can't deny that they still won a buttload of football games and won a buttload of Super Bowls. And I'm not going to sit here and say that all 7 of those Super Bowls were because they cheated. I would be disingenuous, as Crypto likes to say. I would be just disingenuous to the success that they had if I thought that, and I don't.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, everybody have a good day.
Hey, Batman, before you go, I wanted to bring some paper plates to Lewis's cookout when he was cooking y'all.
Thank you, Sosa. Thank you. Thank you, Sosa. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Sosa.
All right.
Hey, what time? What time did the cookout start? I'm late to the party, man.
I'm a Jordan. Hey, Steven, you got to get the Benny Hanna logo.
Hey, Lewis, what time is this cookout, man?
Hey, Batman. You know how you brought up the double team outside the perimeter and this and that?
Yeah.
Bro, look at all of Jordan's highlights. That was on double and triple teams. He was cooking them, just like Lewis did to the panel earlier.
Let me
ask you this.
Hey, ask Alex. It's on the Knicks mostly. I mean,
listen, I'm a Jordan guy. I'm a Jordan Kobe guy.
Yeah, you're right. So you are right about that. We took the brunt of the hits. But let me ask you this, Steven. If you had a choice to take the last shot, you had LeBron and Jordan both on your team. Who would you give the ball to?
LeBron.
Steve Kerr.
Not even close.
What?
LeBron? Come on, Steven, dude.
Yep.
Come on, Steven.
Can't be serious, bro.
Do you want to know why? Because here's what
because he's gonna miss it and the bounce is gonna go to Jordan and he's gonna make it.
Here's what people don't bring up. Number one.
What if he needed 3?
Hold on. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna explain it all. I'm gonna put every scenario out there. The reason I would take LeBron over Jordan is this. Everybody remembers the hits that Jordan made, and they're big ones. Don't get it twisted. And he made a lot of them, but that man missed a lot of big shots too. He missed a lot of game winners, and nobody ever wants to talk about that. And who has the best game-winning or best percentage of clutch shots in the history of the NBA? That would be LeBron James, not Michael Jordan. And the other reason I would pick LeBron over Jordan is because LeBron, even though everybody remembers the example of Jordan's kicking it out to Kerr, and they're going to bring that up as their argument to me, LeBron would look for what is the smartest play here. Is it me taking the shot or is it passing it off? And the reason I know that is because not only is he the all-time leading scorer, he's top 3 in assists in the history of the NBA. The man knows how to distribute the ball, and he's smart. So he would, to me, the calculated decision there is your odds of winning that game is better if LeBron has the ball in his hands in the last 10 seconds rather than.
Can I rebut that? Hold on. Can I rebut that? Can I rebut that real quick?
Go ahead.
I believe it was the 2013 finals against San Antonio, right?
Yep.
LeBron James down 3, don't pass, didn't make the correct play, shot a brick that was rebounded.
Bro, that was a rookie. Come on, bro. That's not fair either. That's not fair either.
Can I finish my statement, please?
No, nigga, you're not being fair.
No, he wasn't a rookie there. He was in Miami.
You said the Spurs series?
But here's the
Miami.
Lewis.
Oh, 2013. My bad. My fault.
Lewis, I know you're trying to make.
Yeah, my fault. I ain't hear that.
Hold on, Dave. Lewis.
The ball was rebounded by Chris Bosh. The outlet pass from Chris Bosh, not by LeBron, was thrown to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen hit the game-winning shot. Correct?
Right. But Lewis, here's my problem with that.
Here's my problem.
Here's my problem with your argument, Lewis. Have I sat up here and said that LeBron is perfect in every shot he's ever taken? No, I have not. Those words have never come out of my mouth. There are plenty of examples to argue or debate my theory or my opinion of the question that was asked. I think that I also have a legit claim and a legit argument for my process. If with 10 seconds left, if LeBron has the ball, I believe that over the course of his entire career, he is more likely to make the smart, calculated decision, whatever that would be, where Michael, 95% of his career, with the exception of a couple of times where the big shot with Kerr or Kukoc or whoever was the big 3-point guy on those Bulls teams.
John Paxson in the 93 finals against,
right? Yeah, Paxson and Kerr.
I would say that 95% of the time, Jordan's looking for the way for him to shoot the ball first. LeBron is looking for what is the smartest decision for our team. Now, there are plenty of examples for you to debate me and say, well, he shouldn't have done this here. And you're correct about that. But over the course of both of their careers, LeBron has the better statistics and the percentage of it, without a doubt.
But what's wrong with that argument, right? Because the last thing you said, LeBron is going to look for the best play in his opinion. Whether we think it's right or wrong, LeBron in his mind, I'd rather pass the ball because it's a better shot, right?
All right, time out.
Hold on.
Who asked the question? No,
I'm just saying to your last statement, Stephen. But hold on. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the Michael Jordan theory, right? Okay. Michael Jordan always thought the best play was to have the ball in his hands and for him to take the last shot. And no one's going to argue that you would rather see Scottie Pippen take the last shot. You're not going to argue you want to see Dennis Rodman take the last shot. It's Michael Jordan. That's why. So that argument, LeBron always makes the right play. Well, how can you say that?
LeBron is second in tied or game-winning points with 80. Kobe is number 1 with 88, and Jordan's not even close. And if I'm correct, the question was asked to me if I had the choice of the player between Jordan and LeBron for a last shot, who would I choose? And the way that I determine that is I'm putting the caveat. I'm saying not that I'm putting the caveat. I'm saying that for a last shot, you're probably getting 5 to 10 seconds. And I'm looking for, although there are plenty of examples where we can say it's 0.3. If you're asking me 0.3 seconds or excuse me, a half a second or 1 second on the clock and you're inbounding half court, I'm probably going with MJ. But if you're asking me who at the end of the day in a 5 to 10 second for a last second shot, whose hand am I putting the ball into? I'm putting it in LeBron's because I trust LeBron enough and his statistics show over.
So with 10 seconds, you want LeBron to have the ball in his hand. But a last second shot, you want Michael Jordan to have it. Yes. Funny how that works.
That's
fair.
I think there's a side to this. I think there's a side to this argument that nobody really looks at. And I brought this up in conversation with other people on this very same topic. The NBA was just more talented when Jordan was in it compared to LeBron's era.
No.
Yes, it was.
That's a weak argument, Slim.
No, it's not,
that's just a fact.
That's a fact. That's your opinion.
Steven, Clyde Drexler, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Magic Johnson.
Okay.
It's a horrible argument.
Etc. Isaiah Thomas, the bad boy Pistons team.
Allen Iverson.
Hold on. I'm just going to give you one example because, in my opinion, that's all I need. Did Michael Jordan ever have to play Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and then added on to that in the later years, Kevin Durant? No, he never played a team remotely close to as good as that.
Andre Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala. No, because you didn't get super teams like that built back then.
Hold on.
Exactly. What are you saying? So what are you saying? So that made it easier for. So that made it easier.
There was more talent throughout the entire league
than there is in the league today. No, it wasn't. Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal.
Are we gonna forget Shaq too?
LeBron went up against Shaquille O'Neal. What are you talking about?
No, I know he did.
LeBron went up against an old Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey, Von Joe, you on YouTube, man?
Prime Shaquille O'Neal. Are you serious?
What's up?
Jordan went against the prime.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Let Lewis go.
Go ahead, Lewis.
I got it.
Can I go after Lewis?
Yes, you can, Von
Joe.
Good morning, brother.
And check. This is that stupid stuff that people be saying without even knowing. In the 91
but see, that's the difference.
Hold on. Let him go, Slim. Go ahead.
Slim, hold on. In 1991, the Chicago Bulls played in the finals against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to give you that Laker team for the people that don't remember. James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Get him.
Just pass him up in year 20. Because before that, it was Kareem. You had Byron Scott. What are you talking about? Though Michael never beat a team that had all the talent. What are you talking about?
That old team.
Hey, I got
what you talking about?
exactly. He beat
He
beat the Portland Trailblazers. That team was stacked.
Hey,
Lewis,
God.
his second title, he beat the Portland Trailblazers. That team was stacked top to bottom.
Yo, Lewis, I'm
y'all
bringing the
just come up here
cups.
and talk nonsense. You don't even know what y'all talking about.
Hey, Lewis, I got the cups for you. Hold up.
Hold
Are
on.
you saying,
Time out.
are you
Time
saying
out.
that team? Are you saying
Rashad,
that team?
Hold on. Can I say something? I was next.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First off, good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing today? How's everybody doing this fine morning?
Hey, first of all, can I just say hello, man? I'm excited to see you. You look very handsome today.
Excited to see you too. You as well.
Put your blouse on,
here's
sweetheart.
the thing. Blouse.
Hey, careful now. They might kick you off. Remember last time.
Okay, you know what? Let me relax. Because the same people that sit there and said, and say, hey, you know what? The NBA is so much more talented now than it is now. Those are the same old farts that sit there and say, oh my gosh, I used to walk to school in the winter of the snow with no shoes on. What are you talking about? What are we really talking?
Well, Von Joe, I'm only 35, so that throws your argument out the window.
It's been proven that
ain't nothing
players
been
are
proven.
getting more athletic and have been getting more talented
Faster, stronger.
because of
That's a fact.
Sports science alone. But,
Fake news and
what?
misinformation.
Back in the day, I had to drive a manual transmission and had to kickstart my car and crank it on the outside. Because, back in the day, that's literally what you sound like.
Von Joe, you ain't
That boy up here cooking, boy. That boy came in here with the spatula.
Hold on, I have a rebuttal from Lewis.
Hey, Bon Joe, don't burn that side, bro. You gotta flip it.
Lewis, you are my bro. And the fact that you was cooking so well, and all of a sudden you left the fire on and end up burning the food to end up on this side of the argument to sit there and co-sign. Well, back in the day, they were more talented. What are we talking about?
Hold on, Lewis.
Hey, Von Joe.
Lewis, here's my
Von Joe.
argument. So you know what I did, Lewis?
LeBron has gone through different generational talent.
You know what? Let me go and look at that
20 years.
I said, hold on, guys. Let me go look at that 1991 NBA Finals. Are you ready? This is the Lakers team from that 1991 NBA
Don't do it,
Finals.
Steven. Don't do it.
Steven, I'm not the statement
Vlade
of
Divac,
there's
who I
more
believe
talented
was
players back then than now.
Hold on, Von Joe.
That
Hold
man
on,
is reading
Von Joe.
bench players.
Hold on, Steven. We wildin'.
Keith just kicked you out, Vaughn. I'm sorry, man. All right,
Hey,
here we go.
Steven,
I'm gonna finish my. Hold on, let me finish my point for Lewis.
Don't bring up because your boy LeBron learned from him.
Y'all gotta stop kicking Von Joe off the show.
Well, y'all let Steven finish.
Can I finish? Damn. Now you got me cussing on the swear jar. Now I owe $1, and I'm trying to enforce it today. Y'all killing me. All right, Larry Drew, AC Green, who was at the end of his career, Magic Johnson, who was in his prime. I'll give you Magic. Sam Perkins. You said Byron Scott. He was hurt. He didn't even play in the finals. Tony Smith, Terry Teagle, Irving Thomas, Michael Thompson, who was at the end of his career. And you talk about Worthy.
Who's his father?
Worthy was hurt in the finals.
Who's his son?
So the only two people that you can make an argument with in that 1990.
What does that got to do with anything, Lewis?
Vlade Divac and Magic Johnson.
Hey, Steven.
I hate Lewis, bro. I hate Lewis, bro. Lewis just said, "Who is his son?" I am so upset with you right now.
Who's his son?
What does that got to do with anything?
The same guy you giving LeBron James credit for beating.
Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. Who's better than his daddy? Klay Thompson is better than his father.
Hold on. That Golden State Warriors team would run circles around that 1991 Lakers who didn't win the finals team.
They wouldn't run circles against the 91 Bulls, though. They wouldn't run circles around the 91 Bulls.
They won the series 4-1.
Exactly. They would not run series. The Bulls would destroy them. Scottie Pippen would lock down everybody on their team.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that they would, but y'all are arguing teams now. I'm not arguing the Bulls didn't have a better team than the Golden State Warriors. But when Kevin Durant got to that team, that was a different story.
Hey, Steven.
That's cap. That's cap.
That's not
that was a different story.
Get out of here.
Hey, Steven.
Y'all making it seem like Kevin Durant is something that he's not. Let me explain something to y'all for all y'all new age basketball fans. Kevin Durant has been on multiple teams, and every team Kevin Durant goes to, besides the Golden State Warriors, they're legitimate contenders, right, for the NBA
Money
title.
says, I want the Rabid Dolphin catchphrase, please. Catchphrase, please.
Hold on,
hey,
let me get
Steven.
right. Hold on. Let me get right.
Hold
man,
on.
Fuck all that.
Oh, man, that's $2 right there.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, let me say it again, Shake. Fuck all that. What they talking about?
$4.
Let me tell you something right now.
Hey, Steven.
Let me tell you something right now. Y'all done lost y'all's damn mind.
All right, that's 5. Now you got to go. You got to go.
Hey, I didn't know damn was a forbidden word.
Yes, it's forbidden. We already confirmed that.
See, now you got $1, Crypto. You had $1 now.
That's in the Bible. What are you talking about?
We've been down.
We've already confirmed it, Crypto.
Yes.
We already did this.
Steven.
That's terrible.
First of all, I got to address. I know Von Joe.
Somebody go get Lewis back.
But I know he's still listening.
Von Joe is definitely still listening.
Von Joe, you see all this gray? You see all this? That's called wisdom, son. When you earn yours, then you can come on here and try to school me.
Von Joe definitely has grace.
Until then,
Steven.
take Little Scrappy's advice, bro. Get on my level.
No, Shake Money. Before he was
Joe's
kicked
got
off,
gray hair.
it doesn't count, Shake.
A lot of them.
Count.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, I was arguing in the barbershop the other day about Jordan and LeBron. And this dude kept saying Jordan beat bums. And I told him the only reason they're bums is he didn't let them win championships.
Bums.
If they won some championships on him. Hey, them fools
You know what?
I
got a question. I got a question.
Hey, hold up real quick. I need a vote. Hold on. Here's Von Joe. Oh wait, no, Von Joe's in the back. He's still timed out. I'm sorry. 11:23. Von Joe's still got a few more minutes. Caslin just paid Lewis's swear jar, so Lewis is back. Man,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Steven,
I have a question. I have a
one
question.
more thing for y'all before I gotta go. You see them ask all these veterans that played against Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron, who is the person they say was the toughest person to guard and the best basketball player? No, they say Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Jake, I'm not ripping people off. You put it. Mudbone paid $5, so now you have a $5 credit, Lewis. Just so you know, you have $5 credit.
Boy, I'm in here. I am in here, boy. I am in this thing.
I got a question. Who were Michael Jordan's, Gilbert Arenas', Allen Iverson's, Tracy McGrady's, Kevin Durant? Who were those players?
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm dead serious.
Jordan played Iverson. What are you talking about?
I just said Isaiah Thompson.
I know.
Isaiah Thompson is better than Jordan.
I know. But I'm saying LeBron seen them most of their career.
Hey, real quick. Because Shake Money is making
it's a legit question because I don't know.
Lewis, you have a $10 swear jar credit. I will add. I do want to say for the record that the reason I didn't add it is because he donated it before and it just said you wanted to hear the catchphrase. How was I supposed to assume from that was your swear jar credit?
That's $5. What do you mean?
But that's not for a swear jar credit. He just said he wanted to hear your catchphrase. Then you got kicked off. Then I said, "Hold up, that doesn't count."
And your catchphrase is that cap.
But I'll give you an extra $5, so you have a $10 swear jar credit, Lewis. $10, and that includes the $5 from Shake, because I don't want Shake to feel like he was robbed.
I love you, Shake. I love Mudbone. I love everybody. But fuck what they talking about. There's $8.
Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
Can somebody give me the players?
This isn't.
That's all I want.
This isn't a LeBron hate thing.
Patrick Ewing.
This isn't a LeBron hate thing.
Patrick
and I'll break it down real quick.
Reggie Miller.
Hey, did Rashad have you?
I like Reggie Miller.
Hey, I don't come up here and give up my time. I don't click this link to listen to no basketball talk. Are you guys out of your mind?
What is wrong? This channel has been terrible for the last 5 to 10 minutes since I've been on here. What is this today? Basketball wives? We talking
basketball wives
with the softest fan base. Yeah, okay. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today?
Hey, Pete,
Look at that loser, Alex. Alex, how's those
Skylar
Knicks?
signed up for basketball, Pete. Skylar signed up for basketball.
I'm trying, man, listen, man. My spare time, when I click the internet, I want Dolphins talk. I'm sorry.
Skylar is going to the NBA.
That's it. What? I got a feeling. Check this out. I just started talking. I'm about to get timed out, right? I'm about to get timed out. I haven't said anything. And all these guys been talking basketball for the last 10 minutes. Y'all haven't timed these guys out? Wow. Wow, this is incredible.
Hey, can I?
We've been timed out already, Lord.
Rashad, I need you.
I just got in. I'm sorry.
Hold
I don't
on.
know what's been.
I'm listening.
I need you to be up front. Have you said 3 F-bombs today that I didn't hear?
Not that I know of. I said 2.
Yeah, he did. I just got in and I heard him say about 3 of them.
You got to rewind.
Rashad just went out. I've been timed out. What are y'all talking about?
You saying that you dropped 3 F-bombs today.
Get him out.
I've been timed out.
My legs are on fire right now.
What are y'all talking about? All I asked was, who are these players? What are y'all talking about?
Rashad's service went out. Rashad's service went out whenever he dropped them F-bombs, so they don't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him.
I'm asking legit questions. And y'all said Patrick Ewing.
Hey, so Steven, front with it. I didn't hear him say it. I can't believe it's going back to basketball.
Where's Tim Duncan?
At the current moment,
Steven,
$4 that I'm aware of.
Steven, let me just say my complaint is Wednesday, and then y'all can have the rest of the day because I'm not going to be here listening to basketball talk.
I need you to get on camera and talk.
Hey, hold on. Oh, on camera. Check this out because this is very important. This is very important.
Are you cycling right now?
Yeah, Steven, it's about that time. But listen. Listen. That's why, man, come on. I'm trying to get it out here. Okay, look, I can't look at myself and talk, so that's kind of weird. Anyways, listen to this. My complaint, Steven, it's been on your show several times, and I'm sorry to hog the time right now, guys. But this is seriously, because it's funny how the community will say, Pete's a Skylar near. Pete's the Skylar guy, right? But what was Pete, and I'm serious, what was Pete literally saying needs to come in the building? I was calling for first-round cast-offs. I was calling for Sam Darnold, who the 49ers picked up. I was calling for all Baker Mayfield to come and compete this season. It is important for our team with what we built this year right now. You know what Greer went out and did? He went out and instead of getting real competition at the quarterback position, he got old first round. He got old first round picks, right? The tackles, the guards.
Y'all time me and Von Joe out, and y'all let people talk.
This is cat.
Wow. So he went out.
So why would Greer have to go get talent if he has Skylar Thompson? If he has Mike, why does he have to go get talent? You sat there and said,
at the end of the day, you got to get better.
You
got to get better. You got to get better.
Why does he need to go get talent if Skylar's in the building?
Wait.
You got some explaining to do, Pete. You got some explaining to do right now.
Pizza flip-flopper. Oh, man.
You see, this is the problem with this community.
You want to sit there and say, grow up.
Von Joe has been on.
Hey, this is the problem with this community.
Von Joe been cooking all day. I'm sorry. You ain't
he has been cooking.
Get some grades. Live some life. I'm living in I got it from the mud. What are you talking about?
Hold on, what does Batman talk about? Times are tough. He traded the Tesla for a mountain bike.
People like you. Dealing with men like you. That's where these grades come from. I earned these grades. I put in work for these grades. I cook people like you for these grades.
Is anybody listening to Von Joe right now?
Damn.
We're just letting
I hear.
Listen to me because they don't want to hear your noise.
Again,
hey, go get veteran quarterback.
I don't get why our team.
That's Jeff Joe right there.
Steven.
We have the
Joe
most
right there.
injury-prone quarterback in the league. I don't think there's anybody softer at quarterback in the entire NFL. And we go out and get 2 cast-off tackles. And we're supposed to be happy about this. These are the moves. Are you guys aware that this Austin Jackson? This is what I'm trying to explain.
Were they not?
This whole offseason,
Were they not first rounders?
all of you guys were complaining about offensive line. Y'all were complaining about certain positions. And it's crazy to me that they're just giving, like, this is the thing. And you know what I'm starting to believe? It's automatic, like how they're giving the position away to Tua, like politics, right? We clearly know he is not the best quarterback on the team, but that's everybody to know. But now we know that they're going to give the position away to Austin Jackson. That's what they're going to do. If he's healthy, he is the starter. That's just what they're doing. Liam Eichenberg, he is the starter as long as he's healthy. That's what they're doing. And reasons why he traded up for Liam. And Austin Jackson is a first-round draft pick.
I agree with everything.
It's given positions. There's no open competition.
Are you going?
It's unbelievable. I'll try to.
Are you going to be going to training camp?
I'll try to definitely make it.
All right. Hey, try me that you're not going. Skylar Thompson on the offensive line.
Say that one more time. Whoever said that, that's a new voice, by the way.
Put Skylar Thompson on the offensive line since he's the chosen one. He could do it all, right?
He will be able to sustain it, and you know he's better than Tua. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's politics in this.
Was saying besides,
I really don't matter. At the end of the day, look. As a matter of fact, Taylor Gabriel, a receiver, just came out and clearly said that sometimes there's players that are on the roster that are better than the starter, but due to the GM having ties with that drafted player, they're still getting the position. Taylor Gabriel, wide receiver.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, and who is Taylor Gabriel?
He's a player that made it to the NFL.
He's a player that made it to the NFL. Where is he now?
But what does that? Hey, Vaughn, does it matter where he at now? Does it matter where he at now?
I'm sorry, Pete.
Bon Joe controls Roy Brady.
I'm sorry.
You don't control. You gonna sit in the back.
You think, hey,
I'm gonna
tell you, come along for this ride.
Taylor, it is, but those are facts. You guys don't gotta like it.
Now
those are facts.
And he's emotional.
I hate to break it to you.
I didn't make it. It's because of the GM play favoritism. It's not because I wasn't good enough. It wasn't because I was in a baller. It's because of the GM.
Hey, somebody could time Bon Joe out. Somebody could easily time him out. This guy brings brings no knowledge to the table.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Pete, but Skylar Thompson sucks.
For the record.
Wow. And you bringing knowledge. I bring no knowledge and you bring
I brought facts. I brought all facts. I brought all facts.
For the record,
all my stuff I brought up are facts. All of your stuff are feelings. Get out of your feelings.
Hey, my God.
Get out of your feelings.
Listen to
I just brought up facts.
Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah, but we're gonna listen to you. 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 Taylor Gabriel actually played in the NFL, buddy. Taylor Gabriel actually played. What did you play? Oh, okay then. Okay then. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay. I'm telling you what Taylor Gabriel said about players and GMs. You think I'm supposed to listen to you? A YouTube casual? A YouTube casual?
Taylor Gabriel played in the NFL, and you just called 2 1%ers, 2 first-round draft picks, trash and soft. But they're in the NFL. Use the same argument, Pete. If you gonna say Taylor Gabriel,
what are you talking about, Big Nick?
His mental capacity.
Hey, Big Nick. Hey, Big Nick. Can you repeat your statement, please? Because I didn't
can't do that, Big Nick.
I said
he doesn't have the mental capacity to do such a thing.
You're using the argument that Taylor Gabriel was in the NFL, so he knows what he's talking about, and everybody else is using the argument that Wynn is in the NFL, and he was a first rounder, and he's still in the NFL.
No. You see, you're moving the goalpost yourself. Bon Joe is clearly telling me from his opinion, and I'm telling Bon Joe I can care less about what his opinion is because I would believe Taylor Gabriel before I believe Bon Joe. Simple and plain. I brought it up. Also, Pete. I brought it up because of Tua. Because I brought it up.
Bon Joe, you're gone. Your wish is my command, Keith Smith said. Bye, Vaughn.
Thank you so much, Keith Smith. You are a chat soldier today. Big Nick, again. Big Nick. First of all,
number one rated quarterback for 9 weeks in the NFL.
Lewis.
And Skylar Thompson played
Big Nick, hey, listen, you two ears are cooked.
Oh my God, Big Nick came in as the sous chef. Oh my God!
You two ears are drinking unpurified water.
I don't have to be a two-and-ear to say that Tua was the number one.
Two-and-ears are cooked and drinking unpurified water.
It is what it is. Out Wednesday. I love Wilding Out.
It is definitely Wilding Out Wednesday today.
I guarantee you, the only thing you know about any NFL player is what people tell you about them. You haven't talked to their college coaches. You haven't talked to their high school coaches. You haven't talked to their medical personnel. You haven't scouted them. You don't know what they run in the 40. You don't know what they do. Any of that. All you know is what people tell you to know about certain players, and you run with it.
Let them know, Big Nick. He said nine straight weeks. Pete, what you got to say?
Big Nick, man.
What you got to say, Pete?
Welcome to the show, cuz. I appreciate you stopping by my show once in a blue moon.
Shout out.
Where's the submission of evidence?
Big Nick, I apologize. But
hey,
I'm waiting on the submission of evidence from Big Nick.
They're starting. The tables have turned. The knowledge
The chefs
is up here.
are cooking, and they getting big tips. I love it.
Big Nick, Nick, you can come back in 10 minutes. Because Big Nick is having all these conversations, I'll take what is BS.
Big Nick would survive. He wouldn't realize he had to be Tua's knight in shining armor.
Leave Big Nick in the
back. So
Steven, for the record,
Keep trying, Pete.
I completely forgive Von Joe because I know it was the steroids talking. I still love you, Von Joe.
Hey, it could be the steroids, it could be the juice, it could be whatever. At the end of the day, people get on their feelings. People get in their feelings and they don't let people finish. So while Von Joe was there cooking out of a microwave, I didn't even get to finish. So Taylor Gabriel is sitting here confirming everything that I have been saying, right? And there's been guys on these panels, Stephen, that have agreed that Tua's the starter because of politics. I'm not the first one.
Bye, Pete.
No, he's not.
Daniel Taylor said, sit in the back for 20 minutes.
See you
later, cuz.
Damn. Hold on, wait, Kaz. You gotta drop the 50 to bring it back, Kaz. Come on, now. That's your guy.
I believe.
Damn.
The 40,
you know
the
what?
40.
And I could be wrong. I think Daniel Taylor. I could be wrong, but I do believe Daniel Taylor is a guy. He's a brother of mine. He hasn't been around. Hopefully everything is well. I think that's DTA. So DTA, if it is you, shout out to you, homie. Glad to see you back.
King DTA in the building.
I believe it is DTA. So if it is, shout out to the homie. Hopefully everything's going good, bro.
Yeah.
By the way, Pete put in the back in the private chat in the back, haters everywhere.
Pete was doing
the one thing I want to say to Pete.
PJ Max says Pete has too much not football knowledge as an Olympic hot dog eater.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Swear jar, that's a swear jar right there, Lewis. Lewis, where you at?
I'm still at $7.
That's $7. All right, because you got a credit. You got a credit. US 7.
Yeah.
US 7.
I'm at 7. I got 7.
Right.
I used the F bomb and now damn. Or now I'm at 6.
Oh, see?
So there you go.
Now US.
All right.
Now US.
But one thing I wanted to address about what Pete's saying, because I heard Pete's come on the fence tailgate and he said the same thing, that the Miami Dolphins have given Tua the job, right? That there's no competition. When I think that's absolutely just a horrible take, and this is why. There's no competition in any team. It's not only Miami. In the NFL, when you have a number one quarterback, your starter, there is no competition with the backups. The backups don't come into every regular season or all OTAs and say, oh, well, there's an open competition. Do you think there's an open competition right now in Philadelphia? Again, last year when Brock Purdy, everybody's telling me that Brock Purdy is the guy, right? Brock Purdy is the new up-and-coming Joe Montana. Well, why the 49ers had him at third string last year if there was an open competition? There was no open competition. So when Pete says that, trying to say, oh, it's the Miami Dolphins giving Tua the job, just like every other 31 other teams, is there? Hey, I'll answer it like this: is there an open competition in Buffalo? Is there an open competition in the Chargers?
What about Cincinnati?
Competition. So stop, Pete, with the nonsense because you sound like a damn idiot when you come out and say things like that.
You have $5 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chef Lou.
Well,
I'm just saying it's ridiculous.
Let me say this as a disinterested third party because I'm not a Dolphins fan. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm not a Dolphins fan. I think Tua is without a doubt the most talented quarterback on that roster. Does he have injury problems? Yes. Should that disqualify him from playing and possibly giving the job to somebody else? No. You beef up your offensive line to protect him. That's simple, in my opinion.
Hey, I just want to throw this out there. Big Nick was in the back. He left. He said, first time on my show, you kicked me off. Hey, just so you know, man, it is Wildin' Out Wednesday. Everybody is eligible to get kicked off. You just got timed out for 10 minutes. You can come back in 10. I didn't want you to think there was anything personal on my end, man. I was super excited to see you on my show because you've never been on my panel before. I was super excited to see you. So I hope you come back, and I hope you don't take it personal. I didn't kick you off. Somebody else did, and the fans control the show, especially on Wildin' Out Wednesday. So my bad, Big Nick. Don't be mad at me, man. It wasn't me. It was Kaz. Be mad at Kaz.
Well, Slim Shady, the only thing I would add to your comment, you must say, however, and put a caveat to that Tua wasn't injured due to a failure of offensive line this year.
Well, I agree with that, yes. But my point is, if you have what's known to be an injury-prone quarterback, do what you can. That should be your utmost priority.
No, it was just bad luck. It wasn't an offensive line failure necessarily failing him. It was just his unfortunate circumstance that you got dirty players like Matt Milano that started the process of his injury. I mean, how can you protect against an idiot like Matt Milano that decided to be dirty? There's no defense against that.
No, there's not.
And Pete's in the chat saying Lewis is a flip-flopper.
Let me ask you a question because you brought up the Matt Milano situation and being dirty. Does the NFL need to is there anything the NFL can do to stop something like that? And should they?
They can. They can make the punishment more severe than just more than 15 yards.
That's the conversation I wanted to get to.
Fine
what
or
should a
one
punishment
game
look
suspension.
like?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't watch every Dolphins game. Would that have been considered a dirty hit 15 years ago?
If it was Brady, yes.
Maybe not 15. Yeah, if it was against Brady.
If it was Brady,
I'm just saying in general, before they really started changing rules, would that have been a dirty hit?
Crypto, correct me.
Probably
if I'm wrong.
not. It may be. Like I said, it all depends on who receiving
Correct me if
it.
I'm wrong. If my memory serves me right, the Milano hit was him taking him down by the back and slamming him on the ground, right?
No. He pushed him in his chest.
It was a late hit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was a late hit. A late sub. A late sub.
That's the one where I think that would have been a flag years ago.
The Atlanta game, I was calling complete BS when they called that roughing the passer for Brady. And I'm just a big proponent of.
Yeah, definitely Brady. That was a Brady call. That's what you call it.
Brady's the only flopper.
How about Jordan rules? That was the Brady rules.
Well, it was, and I'm not going to deny that. And I was calling BS watching the game. I'll say this before they really start changing the rules. If it was a legal hit, then
Steven, it's funny how all these people have something to say after I leave.
I mean,
people want to sit there and talk about steroids. It's funny how all the chubby people that never touched a weight in their damn life like want to mention steroids. You drive and you grab gears and drive your little truck, Mr. Slim Shady.
That's
okay. Now see, you are proving you're proving their point, Bonjo. You're in your feelings.
No, apart from my feelings. because I'm very calm right now.
I'll tell you,
but you were your, but you was in your feelings.
Chef Joe is back.
Wanted to say
all
something
these
behind my
NBA
back
Miami
after I
Heat
get off camera.
are in their feelings
After
right
I
now.
get off after I get off
Get
camera.
out of your feelings.
Oh, let me go ahead and
Get out of your
shout out
feelings.
Bonjo right now.
Get out of your feelings.
Yeah,
let me not talk to Bonjo face to face.
You guys got the best guy in the draft.
I'm here for this Slim Shady Canes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm here for this. I'm here for the Slim Shady Canes.
Let me.
I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for the smoke.
Yeah. I'm here for it too. He drunk a little 5-hour energy, and now you think he has some balls. All of a sudden.
VW is the man.
I got 24/7, 365.
All of a sudden,
get out of your feelings.
Guess what? I'm glad that your ovaries dropped to your sack.
Chef Joe.
Okay. So congratulations. But as
I'm glad you can tell everything about me from seeing me from my neck up.
Hey, Canes, do not I know you're not taking it personal. I'm not.
Chef Joe.
As I was saying.
Oh, I know he's getting mad, so I'm just having fun with it now.
But I'm far from mad. You haven't seen Bonjo mad. You haven't seen
you're big
Bonjo
mad.
on 10.
You're big mad.
See? I am feeling lovely right now. I'm in my office. I am cool, calm, and collected. And shirtless.
Obviously not.
Meanwhile,
otherwise you
I
wouldn't
need
come back
Alex.
in here bringing it up.
And you could not do that. I mean, we'd all be better off.
I work hard for this, Steven.
I mean, yeah, but
I work hard to do this. You see that? I work hard to do that.
Oh my God! Stop it!
God damn!
Hey, Big Nick. Hey, Big Nick. Just so you know, you my man.
I am so glad my phone is in my pocket right now.
I'm just saying, just because y'all can't do this now, don't get mad at me.
Hey, hold on.
I can.
When I come to these kind of shows, right?
Don't get mad at me now.
I expect it to be.
You feel me, Big? You feel me, Lou? They getting mad at me, brother.
You're good, right, Big Nick?
We should be informing each other of things.
He said he want to hate on me because he has to wear a sports bra, bro. How you gonna get mad at me?
Nobody hating on you.
There's gotta be something to hate on. You're gonna get mad at me because you gotta wear a sports bra.
You're the one coming in here mad.
Opinions are being presented as fact.
Go ahead, Big Nick. Talk that talk, Big Nick.
You can be opinionated. You can disagree with opinions. But when people go to present opinions as fact, and then you push back on those bullshit ass opinions, and then
oh, Big Nick, swear jar.
We got swear jars, Big Nick. You at $2.
$2 for what?
We got swear jar. Swear jar. We try not.
You gotta
to
watch the profanity, buddy.
What words are semantics? What words are semantics? Whatever you might consider for a word, I might not.
I'm mad at your argument, but it's $2, my guy.
I'm always up for semantics.
Hey, that's the first argument I've heard actually about semantics for the swear jar. I've heard a lot of arguments from crypto about a lot of stuff. The Bible, it's in the Bible. The semantics, that's original.
Well, if you use the Bible to charge him $100, because you can sell your daughter as a sex slave in the Bible.
I agree. That's what I sell in crypto all the time. I'm like, you can't use that.
But under real,
it's the authority on whether or not something's a swear word or not.
Hold on, but under real, Steven, but seriously now, it's crazy how we could sit here and use rejected players' opinions or points of views.
You got 9 more minutes, Pete, just so you know.
Right? Points of views to try to control our narrative, to back up our narrative. But meanwhile, you have players that are successful in the NFL giving you their opinions, because if it doesn't fit your narrative, all of a sudden it's a conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's just
Hold on.
I do you one better.
Hold on, Richard.
The word is the gospel, but Tyreek was capping.
All right, so no, hold on. So Von Joe brings up a very interesting point. Here's the thing, Von Joe. We're fans, right? And so we're going to have a different perspective view on it anyway, because whether we played the game in college or high school or middle school or youth, whatever, we might be able to relate to it, but none of us on this panel played in the NFL. So all we can do is base our viewpoints off of what we've seen as fans over our fandom career, whatever you want to do, right?
Yo, Big Nick, mute.
I'll put you on mute, Big Nick.
Yeah, you got to go mute.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is when a player gives his perspective on it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, even if it's like, for example, the Javon Holland situation last year. I know a lot of fans were upset when he gave his viewpoint about fans hating on Tua. But the reality of the situation is that Kevin, it's got to be double. So he's already served his first 10 minutes. So if you want to bring him back, it's got to be a total of 20. You got 10 there. Add 10 more, and he can come back on a second 10 timeout there.
Wait, who got kicked out?
Well, Pete's still serving his 20-minute timeout, but he's on his 10-second 10. So
I'll I didn't know it worked like that.
And just say he just needs to add 10, and that'll be a total of 20 to bring Pete back. But the other thing is with the Javon Holland situation, when he's talking about fans got all upset and up in arms. And I looked at it as, hey, look, when we sit here and talk trash about them on a day in, day out basis on social media platforms, whatever, being very critical of them, the moment
we critique, we don't talk trash, we critique.
Okay, the moment a player comes up and critiques the fans of their, I think it's a double-edged sword. It should work both ways. Can't get mad at Javon Holland for feeling that way. So I think overall your point is on a debate show panel like this, I don't have a problem when you come up here and say, hey, look, this is my viewpoint. Pete, this is my viewpoint. Lewis, this is my viewpoint. This is the way I see it. But then to sit there in the same breath and say, no, your viewpoint is trash, just be prepared to be like, I don't know, you know, like you, that's when you start getting sketchy in the lines. Just respect their opinions. And if you think it's trash, tell them, but say, this is why I think it's trash. That's what I would say.
I say it all the time. Opinions are okay. You can critique, you can even criticize, right? But when you come on here and you present your opinion, or when you go on any show, and
you can't use earlier stuff, Kevin.
When you present your opinion as fact, when you present it as fact, which means you're spreading that throughout the community, and there's a lot of people that don't do homework, that look up to certain people, and they'll take their word as gospel, and then that's how you spread poison throughout the community. Stop presenting your opinion as fact, because people like me gonna push back on it and gonna ask for receipts.
I don't think you're wrong about that.
And most of those receipts from Pete come from dollar store.
You donate all the time, and I appreciate your donations, but I can't change the rules and cater to it, because then I'm going to be expected to do that for everybody. So just add $5 more onto it, and I can bring Pete back. I don't want you to think I'm trying to get one over on you. I'm just trying to be fair to everybody. That's all I'm trying to do. There we go. Now, oh man, another 20 minutes.
You know what I keep bringing up that people always got excuses for? Is at the end of the playoffs.
Good shit, brother.
Trucker Sean, you're a scholar.
Let's see it.
When Tyler played that playoff game.
I won't make it. Now you're in for another 20 minutes. I'll start that now. But if somebody wants to bring you on, it's 40 to bring you back. That's where I'll put it at. Because Trucker Sean got you, my guy. Pete is
settle down.
I appreciate Trucker Sean.
Just so you know, Trucker Sean, if you could see his face right now, he is not happy what you just did to him.
Trucker Sean, you are a scholar and a gentleman.
Unbelievable.
Noob says, Rashad, you're up to $8 on the swear jar today. Is this true?
Wow.
I haven't said nothing. Noob, leave me alone, bro.
Is this true?
Boy, Noob is after your account, boy. I don't know what you did to Noob, but Rashad, Noob is on you. Jiminy Crickets.
Noob is just jealous. Man. I'm a better noob than Noob is.
Let's take a 50-minute nap. All right, so you got 30 minutes right now. It's really 30 minutes, just so you know. I'm giving him 30, but dang. So if Pete needs to come back, somebody's got to cough up $60 for him to come back.
Oh, damn. Let us see.
Nobody want
to
listen to foolishness that bad.
Man, they are
Steven, I could promise you that.
They want me out, Pete said.
Nobody want to listen to foolishness that bad.
Who said the S word twice?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's so tough sometimes. I try to be fair to everybody. I added that 20 to that he's already serving. Yes. So that's why I said he was coming back. All right. His thing was 11:58. Or excuse me. 11:57. Keep going with Pete. Caslin brought him back, baby. Come back.
Where's the 60?
I just
Where's
want
the
you to
60?
know, Trucker Sean.
I love it.
Trucker Sean Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's 60.
It's 60. You're right. Add 10 more, Caslin. Add 10 more.
Okay. Ain't no discounts over here, buddy.
But as long as Caslin puts that extra 10, which I believe he will, Trucker Sean, Kevin Lee cannot time him out at 10 minutes anymore. You have to.
Hey, all I know is I need an extra 10. If you gotta give me foolishness, I need $10 for that foolishness.
It was 60. It was a total of 30. So double that is 60. 10 more, Kaz. 10 more.
Unbelievable.
Come back. Pete, you can come back, man. As soon as he pays that extra 10, you back up here.
I mean, Pete could pay the $10 himself. He got it. He want to spew foolishness so bad.
That is crazy. I knew Kaz would come through. Shout out to Caslin, man.
Thank you for the donation. This is what Wildin' Out Wednesday is.
I hate everything about Kaz, and I just want to put it out there.
You hate everything about Kaz?
I hate everything about him.
I mean, you know, he's just a casual, but you gotta accept the
now you in the
casuals,
crossfire, Bonjo.
Let's not do that to
You
Kaz.
gotta
Put
accept
yourself in the
casuals,
crossfire,
man.
Bonjo.
So,
Boy, you really, I was bred by this. You really think I'm afraid to be in the crossfire?
Here's the extra 10. All right, Pete, welcome back. And just to reiterate, DJ Mac and Trucker Sean can no longer time Pete out for the rest of the day at $10. They have to move up to the next.
Pete, quick
Shout
question
out to
for
Kaz, the casual, man.
So Pete, I got a quick question for you, sir.
Pete, get up here, Pete.
I'm on my way to the gym, so I'm trying to get you another donation.
You're on the way to the gym, boy. You ain't getting games for real.
I'm just waiting for Pete to come back, people, just so y'all know.
The thing is that Skylar Thompson.
Oh, man. Bonjo, Pete said, bye. You're gone for 10 minutes. Pete paid $10 to get you out of there.
Skylar Thompson.
Go ahead, Pete. The floor is yours.
Oh, man. You know what? First thing I want to say is thank you, Kevin Lee. Thank you, Caslin. All of you beautiful people out there. Because, you know, these takes that I spew are the real deal. They don't want to sit here. No, and Lewis. Oh, I'm so
complete
happy
bogusness.
Lewis is still up here.
I'm waiting for you, Pete.
What was going on earlier? What was the spew that was going on up here?
I got a spew. If you give me one of his takes that came true, I donate $100.
What you said, Pete, what you said about there's no competition, that the Dolphins gave Tua Tagovailoa the job.
Oh, you said there's no competition nowhere in the league. That's an idiotic thing.
Is there any competition, Pete?
There's always competition across the league.
Pete,
That's the thing.
Pete,
With you
is
Dolphin
there
fans have been
competition?
sucked in so far.
Whoa, Pete. You Dolphins fans? I thought you were a Dolphins fan.
I mean, it's that. No, I'm a Dolphins fan. But the thing is, from the outside looking in.
Rashad, you're
look
gone.
At Steven.
Thank
you, Kaz.
The truth came out with Pete. The truth. The truth came out with Pete.
With most of you Dolphins,
he's not a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Who is Jalen Hurts competition?
Hey, I'm not a Dolphin fan, but what's on my feet? What's on my feet? Yeah.
Who's Jalen Hurts competition?
You did say you Dolphins fans.
Because this is the thing. There's a difference. Dolphin fans that come up here, Steven, you can tell that they only watch Dolphins. They don't watch other teams. They don't bet on fantasy football. And when they do play fantasy football, they draft all the Dolphin players. That is the typical straight up homer.
I bet you $100 that Pete would rather have Daniel Jones over Tua Tagovailoa right now.
Hey, Pete, we need specifically what minority of Dolphins.
I know, PJ Mack. So the next competition is a $50 day ban if you want him gone. That's the next.
That's the thing. Why would Lewis use a quarterback that just got an extension?
There's the ban.
You got to go. You got
$50. Who's Joe Burrow's competition?
They have made their name. They don't need competition. The heck you trying, y'all?
Pete, Tua was the number one rated passer last year. Why do you want to replace the number one rated passer? Now the injury history, the injury history, that's fine. That's fine. I get the injury history. That's fine. But when this kid is on the field,
you know
this
what?
kid can play.
PJ can't.
No,
Rashad.
Actually, Alex, I'm glad that you said that because that's another thing this fan base is doing. They want to sit here and continue to spew the same thing over and over again. If Tua is healthy, are you guys aware we've been dealing with that same quote for 4 years now? if Tua stays healthy, has literally been ongoing for 4 years now.
You said Tua is
Now,
the
that
most
is a
injury
fact.
prone.
That is a
You
fact.
said Tua is the most injury
And-
prone quarterback in the NFL.
Well, he just made
Pete's right
made
about
one
that.
statement that you said that was not true, Big Nick. You said him name
is a
one
fact.
thing that is true. That is true.
That is a fact.
He just named
I
one.
said a
So
state.
right
I
there,
didn't say a
you can't
statement.
use
I
an
said
What
absolute.
Pete just said
You cannot
is
use that
is a
absolute
fact.
no more, Big Nick.
I get that.
He just neutered you on that
That's what I
statement.
just said.
Hey, thank you
Big
guys.
Nick
I'm
just
drinking.
neutered you on
I'm
that one.
drinking, Big Nick.
Hold on. But the fact of the matter is when Tua is on the field and playing,
It has come true.
this offense is one of the best in the league.
With what I said.
That has come
Very
true.
clear on what I
That's
said.
what he just said. That is true.
Oh my
That is
God.
true. You saying anything about the fan base?
Pete's gone for 10
Which
minutes.
cake has Pete
Rashad
made
got him.
that has come true?
The fact of the matter is that when Tua is on the field,
The statement he just made is true.
Level for Rashad.
Crypto,
About
the
people
statement
saying
he just
about if Tua is healthy.
that's correct.
Someone's arguing that.
On 50 and
So, Crypto, I have a question for you.
right now
Is
he's
there something that's lost in translation
All right.
between you and I?
What was that?
Yeah, I have a question for you, Crypto. Given play on the field last year, and we're solely talking about play on the field, between Tua and Skylar Thompson, who would you prefer?
Who would I say that again? Repeat your question. Given play on the field.
Taking into account play on the field and only play on the field, given the choice of Skylar Thompson and Tua, who would you prefer?
Despite Tua's inconsistencies on the field, I would prefer him. So I don't know why you asked me that question.
All right. So the statements that he comes up and makes are very much so anybody but Tua. Skylar's going to do everything. Skylar's the chosen one. And then on top of that, he takes other people's opinions. Yes, they may have played in the NFL, but he takes an opinion and portrays it as fact, even if it doesn't necessarily apply to the situation being discussed. He's not actually spitting facts, but he's presenting them as facts. And it's disingenuous.
No, but that's also could be looked at you perceiving it that he's presenting them as fact because it doesn't align with your viewpoint.
Perception.
How is it perceived when he says it? When he, but Crypto, no. Crypto, we disagree on this here because he comes up and says consistently, I only spit facts. I only talk truth. Everybody else talks feelings.
You
and
know
that's a
that.
bunch
You
of
know good well
bullshit.
that's hyperbole. That's hyperbole that he's using. You got to
No,
read in
it's
between the lines.
consistently the way he
He's saying-
presents it.
He's saying that that was a hyperbolic statement that he made.
Then he needs to not make hyperbolic statements. And he needs to actually speak clearly and not change his damn answer every 5 seconds.
Yeah, but when he present that as fact, that's based on one player. Big Nick made a freaking alternative statement by saying that was like a 100% statement he was saying about everything on football. Pete only saying that about one position on his team.
I'm not excusing Big Nick's takes either.
Name an opinion that I presented as fact. Name one.
But why would you want to put competition at the quarterback position when you already have the quarterback of the future?
Crypto like to call my name. Crypto like to call my name, but he never can present any.
I don't care too much about your name. I never said nothing about what you said about presenting things as fact. I'm just saying you got caught in your lie on Pete in reference to using an ultimatum.
Okay, can you let me speak now? Can you let me speak? See, again, I love educating. This is what I do. I was born to be an educator, so I love educating, right?
Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
What I said was, if Pete can name one of his takes that has come true, I donate $100. Anybody can name a stat that has already happened. I said what has come true from Pete's takes. Crypto, do you understand the difference between him going to get a stat and him, one of his predictions not coming true? Do you understand?
Okay,
that?
but that's not what you said before.
No,
that is what I said.
I got one. Okay, yeah, that is what you said, Big Nick. But to defend Pete, I'll give you one that he said, and it again, what it played out on the field, he was correct. Before the season, when we traded for Tyreek Hill, Pete came out and said, in his opinion, this offense was going to be too Tyreek based, right? It was going to be too Tyreek dependent, and that Tyreek would want the ball, and
I
and
didn't hear
again,
him say that. I can't co-sign that. I ain't hear
well,
that.
well.
Then don't make a statement saying that's everything.
Minnesota was Jalen Rice.
You can adjust your statement by saying you didn't hear him say that. Don't say he never said it. When you use the word never, that's 100%.
Big Nick, hold on. I agree with you. Jerry Rice, the 49ers was Jerry Rice dependent. Minnesota was Randy Moss dependent. The fact of the matter is, right there with that statement, though, you're moving the goalposts. We're not talking about none of those teams. We're talking about, you said, name one thing that came true, and Pete didn't say that.
Sense. That doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. What are you talking about?
In 2003, we was Ricky Williams Central.
Man, we don't need to explain nothing. Why don't you look on the podcast? Why don't you look in the podcast from back in the day?
He just gave you an example of the Tyreek Hill example. Now you want to backpedal.
All Big Nick needs to do is go on live stream or go on the streams and look in the past episodes, and he can answer his own question. But I don't think so.
And then when it's presented to you, you want to say, "Oh, well, I never heard it." When you just do what Cap just said. Look at the past stream.
Said Pete predicted that we were playing three Bama quarterbacks in a row.
Put anything on my page.
Man, Big Nick, you just talking to just talk, man.
Okay, well, so what?
A clock is right twice a day. Let's be honest.
I need substance, man. Substance. Come on, man. We better than
that. If it's right twice a day, that means the other 90% of the time is broken, so you can't use the 100% statement.
Here's the thing.
I agree with you. I didn't use that statement. But I am consistent on that.
I'm not talking about you, Robert. I'm not talking about you, Robert.
Hold on, I am back, and I got beef with the homie Crypto. Crypto is my brother. Crypto is the homie, and he knows this. But I got beef, Crypto.
What?
Oh, you
Crypto, you have literally given pushback on everybody but Pete. What Pete say? I'm thinking you are the ops along with Pete. You are in collusion with Pete.
Whoa.
Hey, you can put me on that boat too. Put me on that boat too.
Joe, that was a misguided statement you just made. I'm giving you 4 seconds to retract that statement, Bon Joe.
Crypto, bro, let me let you know. Pete sat there and said, "There's no competition across the NFL."
I wasn't saying that.
He said there's competition across the NFL on every team.
I wasn't contesting that about Pete. I was contesting Big Nick's statement.
But I'm saying Crypto.
All-inclusive statement, meaning it was 100%.
And Pete did the same thing, and you stayed quiet.
Why was Shaw looking like the Wire?
The same sniper gun that you have for Big Nick. I needed you to aim that at Pete as well.
Me every time.
I've already done that with
on
Pete.
an episode of The Wire.
I told you that about
Where you
Pete.
going,
He's like the slow-moving steamroller that everybody's aware of. That you just got to get out of the way. I told you guys about Pete.
Can I give you?
You guys keep falling for the
He's
trap
not a
doors
steamroller. He's a damn clown, and we all know the Crypto. Let's be honest.
I mean, well, yeah, he is. But I'm talking about the example in the Austin Powers movie where he was cornered and he saw the steamroller a mile away and he still got rolled over by it.
And I eat Crypto ass.
You saw that.
Let us pay $20.
Man, you ain't eating nothing but cereal.
I'm gonna also let it.
That man ain't eating nothing but fiber.
You're not even worthy of my time.
He didn't want none of this smoke. He sat there and got me off panel and then hopped on. He wanted to make sure I was off panel because he didn't want none of this smoke.
That's $4 for.
I was about to say that's $4. One more dollar, Big Nick. And you got to either pay the swear. You got to pay the swear jar for.
Well, I'm gonna say a swear jar before I leave. Steven, that move that Pete made was a whole move. There.
Saying what?
So AS is a swear word now.
It is, man. We try to make
it is. Just like this is a swear word, Big Nick. That move that Pete made where he got me off panel before he got on was a whole move.
If you couldn't say it in front of Big Mama growing up, it's a swear word.
Please give me the floor. Let me say it like this.
Go ahead, Big Nick.
Crypto, there's a lot of shit I said in front of my mother growing up, so I shouldn't sit there and have a ton of swear words.
I said Big Mama. Did you have a Big Mama?
Debate with Crypto. 20 minutes.
Oh, I had them all.
$20 a piece.
Man, stop acting like you the king of debates,
why you want to get your jollies off nothing? But you ain't worth my time.
Pay your $20 to prove I'm not the king of
Man, how many times I done ate your ass up, man? Stop with it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
Wow.
Stop it, man. You don't act like you're the king of debates.
Is that cap for life?
I got $20.
Is that cap for life?
I want to put my money in my mouth.
Okay, go spend it on a worthy cause.
And go put it on my gas
Go give it
tank,
to a
man.
random stranger on the street that's asking for money.
One thing I learned.
Go use that.
People with facts pound the facts. People without
Go
facts
give them.
I hear a lot of people pounding.
Go use your $20 to go give it to a random stranger on the street.
Big Nick.
Nah, man, I need gas flow, man.
Or Rashad, and you'll never have to
use it for a good cause. I ain't got time.
That's bull crap. I did sit there and pay my last couple.
If you eat me up, then come on in and pass.
And I donate.
Once you donate to my gas fund, then we can do something.
Pete,
I just always stop at $4.
Welcome back, buddy.
Oh my God, man! I can't believe these haters be doing this to me. Like, first of all, some of y'all.
Oh my God.
Big Nick. As a matter of fact, Big Nick has
Oh my God. I can't believe
Oh my God, man.
All right, go ahead.
I got $20.
I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be back on the panel. By the way, Bonjo.
No, Robert.
Hey, hold on.
I wasn't
Steven,
talking
before I
about you,
let
Robert.
these guys go, let me ask you a question, Steven. How much is hoe worth? If you say hoe, how much is that? Isn't that a bad word?
Say what?
Isn't the word hoe a bad word?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
It's a gardening
not in football terms, because we want our running backs to hit the hole. But the way that Bonjo was using it, that's not a bad word?
Say what?
In football terminology, it might not be, but if we sitting here saying Bonjo is a hoe, sit here and say that on your show, that Bonjo is a hoe?
I don't want.
So I can call him Von Ho.
So let's get something straight. What I have just heard, my interpretation of it, is Bonjo didn't say that he was a hoe. He said that Take was a hoe take.
No, he said I was acting. That's what I heard. I heard I was acting like a hoe.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't hear it that way. And if you did, I'll go back and review it. I'd like there to be no.
Where is he? Why he ran off? I want to hear him.
Okay. I mean, he gone. I don't know.
He was just talking all that and he ran off.
No, I'm waiting for the king of debates. I'm still waiting for the king of debates to debate me.
He said he's going to swear and leave, is what he said.
That's a call.
He called you a hoe and he left.
5 minutes alone.
Where's the king of debates at? I need them $20 for gas, man.
Not only on the king of debates.
And you know what? And to be honest with you, Steven, I'm a little upset. Steven, I'm upset at you. I'm upset at you, Steven.
What did
How you gonna let? Because Big Nick is still up here talking. He got checked by one of my takes that he called out. He owes you $100. He needs to pay up, or he needs to be out in the back, man. He was loud and wrong.
No, that was
the first time he showed face over here, but now he the king.
Yeah, now he's talking about
how that work.
Donate 100 for one. I want to be right. Now,
how that work, man? The first time showing face, but he the king.
I'm gonna say it out of my own mouth because I know the Tuaneers don't like this. I told you guys before the season started, Tua will not last the full year. He's injury prone, and Skylar Thompson is going to save the season.
He knows it, Pete.
No,
he knows it, Pete.
That's another take that I got right. I said Skylar Thompson will save the season because Tua is injury prone.
That man knows it. He knows it.
So you probably owe another 100 there, Big Nick.
Yeah, what, Big Nick, man.
You didn't hear that one? You didn't hear that one, right?
Selective amnesia.
When I was a kid, I did things kids do. Now that I'm a grown man, I do things grown men do. So move on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Kids buck what they say and they don't pay.
You a grown man now. Where that money at?
So you're living it backwards, Big Nick.
So again,
you a grown man. Where that money at now?
So again, Pete. That's
hey, Big Nick. Big Nick,
ain't no lie, bro. You just got put in your place twice. You just got put in your place twice.
We need to see $100 donation.
You didn't say that. You lying.
That man just got ate up twice.
I said that.
You're lying.
Okay. Is that a way? Okay, that's fine. I mean, they're out here.
Pete, don't explain yourself, man. They get butt hurt when you bring up the past. Don't explain yourself, man.
I know. There's a reason.
Look, before I let one of you dudes get me butt hurt or out of character, I hit that X. I hit that X. So I don't get butt hurt. I'm just coming out here to call out what you say, and then you didn't say that.
Well, you need to come out more often. How about that? You need to come out more often. Don't be a mole in a hole.
Hey, I'll give you this much credit, Nick. At least you ain't gonna come on here and get butt hurt like Bonjo.
That's true. That's another fair take.
He said he don't get butt
over make believe stuff, man.
What is going on?
He don't get butt hurt. He hurts the butt.
Wednesday.
Don't get a butthurt over make believe stuff, man. The internet is not real, man.
We're baptizing, initiating one of us now.
None of you dudes have talked to Tool. None of you dudes have talked to anybody else. So why would I get hurt? It's all make believe.
Well, congratulations. You participating in it. You're the biggest participant in this make-believe story because you're on the panel.
And that get you a cup of coffee from McDonald's.
Big
Who
Nick,
wants
I
a
just
coffee
wanna-
from McDonald's?
Hey, Big Nick, I would just have a question then. If this is fake and the internet and all that is fake, what you just said, so your take on the internet of you being the king of debates is also fake then?
Everything
Is that
on
also
the internet
fake?
is fake. It's all fake.
Oh, okay. So you're really not the king of debate then, right? So that's what you're saying? That's fake too? Because you said that on the internet.
Caslin, you're timed out, brother. Caslin timed out Big Nick. He said, got to time out Nick for not sticking with his word. Guess his word isn't his bond. Caslin with a $10 donation.
Serve that suspension. Serve that suspension.
That he's the king of debate. That is the most. That has to be the. No, either way. Let me say my opinion.
He comes out here while I'm
that's why I
timed
didn't
out,
even go
Lewis.
further into
He
that.
comes out here while I'm timed out
I
and
didn't
says
even want to
that
go down that rabbit hole. That's
it's
why
everybody. He attacks everybody's opinion. But when we lay out facts to Big Nick turns around and moves the goalpost, whatever fits his narrative, and then ends it off with his opinion, which he goes back to being wrong again. Wow.
Half the time the stuff you say is fact is someone else's opinion and you're laying out disingenuous.
Robert, let me tell you something one more time. I have never been wrong up on these panels, and I'm gonna just tell you that.
You still haven't said a fact.
What about Jacoby
You
Brissett?
really just put out all.
What about Josh
That's the
Rosen?
thing. You guys
What
can
about any
move
of
the
the QB
goalposts.
takes?
You guys can
Cyrus
move
Thompson
them.
starting
Hey, you
week
know
one
what,
over
Steven? I'm gonna address that little quarterback thing that these guys
And you
are
know
laying
what?
on
I
me.
did just break the
you
Twitter
said
Stephen
Josh
Sproul
Rosen
silly
was
with
wrong.
it.
You said,
You're
hey,
a fucking clown.
You
You're a
can't say the
fucking
word never,
liar,
Pete.
and you're a goddamn piece of shit.
Partially.
Whoa.
Hey,
Robert,
Pete.
Time out.
Hey,
time
Pete,
out,
you
time
can't
out,
use the word
time
never. You know I'm going to jump on that
hold
never
on.
statement. That's
Hold on,
100%.
Crypto, hold up. Robert, I love you. You're my guy. You definitely just took it way too far, though. You were way
What he
over
said?
Oh, he just cussed you out, Pete. Like, for real. Up and down.
Oh.
Sideways, left and
But
right.
God is good, Steven. I didn't hear any of it. I was trying to listen to Crypto.
I did, and I was not. Hey, Robert, I love you. You're my guy, but you can't do that, man. Can't.
Now I
do
was
that.
trying to tell Pete he cannot use the never statement as
You're at like $6 or $7, bro.
He's out of
Put a
here.
percent on
And
it.
you need to
You can't
apologize.
say
I would
never.
say, well, what does it say on the Lysol bottle you have on your counter, Crypto? 99.9%?
It says 99. Yes,
Robert,
it gives you
after
99.
that
It's
deal.
never 100.
$7.
Okay, that's what I am.
The Lysol
that's
bottle
that's
says
how right I
99.9.
Yeah, so that's how I feel I should be GM. Some of the chat and the people in this fan base believe I should have applied for the job a long time ago. That's how crazy it is.
I'll vote for you, Pete. You got my vote.
Was that the Tampa Bay fan? He wants it to go down. He's like, yeah, let's get Pete in the building.
I don't want you running this team. We would be.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Pete.
year.
Name those people. Pete, name those people who want you to be the general manager.
I think Pete would make a great general manager.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right. I mean, you just heard it, Louis.
Pete.
His name is
Put a
Slim
name
Shady Canes. You just heard it, and
Ain't no Dolphins fans said it though.
I think Pete would make a great GM, just not for the Dolphins.
there's no difference between me and Mike McDaniel, to be honest with you. I could just make people go in motion and call a play. I mean, it's not. You guys are making it seem like his job is so hard. You know whose job? I don't want to get into this because I know this can get real dark over here. But in all reality, Flores' job was a lot harder than what Mike McDaniel has. And Mike McDaniel failed. That's what I keep trying to tell this fan base. Like, they're going to sit
agree
here.
with that. I do agree with
What?
that.
Oh, I'm not even done. Like, this fan base sits here and turns around and makes it seem like, oh, Mike McDaniel has no problem. Vic Fangio's going to save it all. Nah, buddy. One of the biggest issues this organization has had.
Batman said, I can't believe people out
I
here.
don't really care what Batman that to an ear says, man. He be saying a lot of stuff that make no sense. Tell Batman to get up here, man. I don't want to hear his text.
Lewis. What? Look, get on camera real quick, Lewis. What happened, man?
This Wildin' Out Wednesday, Steve.
It was Wildin' Out Wednesday.
Wildin' Out Wednesday. This is a great show. This is a great show, bro.
Yes, it is, man. Today's
Steven hates these shows.
Normally I do when it gets this crazy, and Robert's my guy. Definitely stepped over the line today, but he knew he was about to blow. He said, "We're good." He said he's going to pay me back later this week. I believe you. When he does, he'll be back on. But yeah, normally I do. But today's been a funny show.
You're a
We've
dog.
been really going at it today.
Who's a good dog? You are a good dog. Good dog. Hey,
Greg, who are you talking to, Greg?
talking to my dog.
Okay.
Hey, Steven, I'm just going to say it. I showed back up after taking a break, and you got you a great show. 1 + 1 is 2, sir.
Slim Shady, are you saying that today's show is inherently great because you were on it?
Well, I did start the whole LeBron thing. I'll take credit for that.
I ain't mad at you for trying to take credit for it. I ain't mad at you, man.
Oh, I started it because you made a comment about him. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there.
You know, my opinion of the offensive lineman signings is, if it's the only move we made to beef up the offensive line, then I would be very upset about it. But I don't think that's the only move that we're gonna do. And my hope is that Cam Fleming is one of those other moves. And Isaiah Wynn is low
You
risk.
still asking for O-line guys?
Yeah, of course, 100%. I think we need. I would love to see. I would love to see Fleming here. I'm if we get Brandon Shell back to go along with Isaiah Wynn and Tehran, how crazy would that be? I think that would be amazing. I'm not holding my breath.
Remember we were talking about this in the
think we're gonna get
preseason,
Brandon Shell
Steven.
back. Huh?
Remember we were talking about this in the preseason, Steven. The downfall of Tampa's offense last year was all those offensive linemen getting hurt in fall camp and the preseason. You can't have too many offensive linemen, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
I agree.
You know,
You are so stinky cute.
I don't understand, Pete, why you wouldn't want more offensive linemen and beefing up that.
Because the way you guys are saying it is not by depth. Why you asking for Shell to come back? The way I'm receiving it, Steven, is like Shell's gonna come back. We need him as the starter. You guys aren't talking from a depth standpoint. It sounds like it sounds like you guys are begging for more starters on this offensive line.
Number one, we need a right tackle. Everybody here agrees with that, right?
That's your opinion. No, who was the only guy on this whole community telling you guys to slow down on the Austin Jackson hate because he only played one game? This whole offseason, I've been telling you guys, no, ain't no timeout. Steven, you need to get timed out and all the Austin
No, Pete,
Jackson
you wasn't the only guy. I held the stream saying
I believe you. I believe you, Crypto.
Need more time.
Exactly. They're going to sit here. So Tua's going to be able to come out, and this is y'all opinion, not mine. I don't hold these sentiments because, again, some of y'all think it's just health with Tua. In my opinion, is more play, and then second factor is health. That's just me, right? But how are we going to turn around and say Tua worked out in this offense under Mike McDaniel in the little 12 games he was able to play, and he worked out great according to the Tuaneers. But Austin Jackson didn't get the same sentiments in this offense with the longevity to stay healthy. Why can't we just count on him to be the starter moving forward? We can't feel confident on that. You see how this fan base is so divided on little points like this? Like, do you guys understand?
I mean, I don't agree with your statement in any way, shape, or form.
I don't agree with you guys.
Nick, why do you kick him out, Steven?
Position.
Why did I kick who out?
Big Nick, where did he go? I had a question to ask him because that was important.
Big Nick,
he got timed out. He got timed
because
out.
Robert asked me a great question about Tua versus Skyler, and Big Nick liked to gloss over my answer.
Hold on. So let me address Pete. Pete, here's the reality of the situation. Our offense.
Oh, you're going to tell me the reality.
The offensive line needs to improve tremendously. We all it has to. That's not up for debate. And if we have a chance to make it better, we should do that. Cam Fleming, I believe, is somebody that is there that could definitely improve the offensive line. I think Cam Fleming coming in would be our starting right tackle day one. Would be 100%. And so then all we have to worry about technically is the left guard. And I think that out of all the people that we have here, we can find somebody to play left guard. And then I think
Liam Eichenberg and Austin Jackson, you just don't want to say their names. It's pure hate.
No, it's not.
I mean, Pete is kind of right, though. Like we said it before, like if we're willing to give our quarterback 4 years, like why can't we give our linemen 3 years?
I do find it interesting. Like, here's the thing. Everybody knows I'm a Greer supporter. I love Greer. The one thing I would say is I have questioned. I don't question much from him, but I do question why he's so sprung on making sure that Liam Eichenberg or Austin Jackson turns out to be good when the clear reality is so far is they haven't. But hold on. If they want to go in on another year with Butch Berry as the offensive line coach and seeing how this works out, I'll give it. But you're taking the gamble by betting on them rather than going out and getting somebody that was big in free agency to address the situation. All we're taking people at the offensive line now are flyers. We're just taking flyers out on people. Fleming, I don't think would be a flyer.
But why do you think we're taking flyers, Steven?
Let me ask you this, Steven. Let me ask you this, right? Because you said it. You're a Greer guy. Do you have faith in Chris Greer?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me ask you another question, Steven. You are, I'm assuming, just like I believe everybody on this panel really is, a Mike McDaniel guy. Do you believe in Mike McDaniel?
I sure do, 100%.
Heck no.
Well, hold on, Pete. Hold on. I'm just saying, well, maybe not you, but I'm just saying in general that Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer said in a press conference and said that the fan base was more worried about the linemen and tight end and stuff than they were.
Yep.
So why, if we have so much faith in these guys, then why are we complaining about Austin Jackson?
Exactly, again, Lewis. Because they're so fake, man. Bingo. They're so fake, Lewis.
Hold on, Lewis. Let me rebuttal. To Pete's point, I agree. I think we should be basing our offensive lineman acquisitions based on depth, right? We should be getting quality players to back up whoever injury might go down or it just doesn't work out. We need to go out and get these second-tier guys. I am okay with the Isaiah Wynn thing. I think it's going to work out great for us, and Greer's going to look like a genius with Isaiah Wynn. Personal opinion. Okay? Now, Ogilvy, that's very low risk. No, I don't even think there's a lot of guaranteed money with it, and very high reward if that works out. Fleming, I think Fleming would be great. And then if you had Isaiah Wynn and Cam Fleming, and you did that also by going out and improving the O-line already, getting Dan Feeney, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. I know we got a lot of rejects from New York, but to be fair, the Jets had a lot of injuries last year. So, on the O-line.
We signed 6 New York Jets off of free agency.
We did. I get that.
Like, this is the thing, Steven, as a Dolphin fan.
A lot of noise, Greg.
Like this is the thing, Steven. Like, to be honest with you, dude, like, I agree with you. Okay. Even though what I said with trying to save Austin Jackson, that's just the little excuse that I'm using because that's what I feel as a Dolphin fan they're doing with Tua. Okay. So understand that. And no, you're not going to stop me there because I'm not done. Hold on. That's a little political thing that they're doing with Tua.
Let the man
cook. Giving the position away. So just the same way that you don't like the fact that they're going to give it to Austin Jackson, they're going to give it to Liam Eichenberg, and then your eyes can clearly see that those guys cannot play and they're trash in your eyes. It's the same way. And the same argument I have with the quarterback. It's all politics. There could be guys that are not starting backing these guys up that are better than you.
I disagree.
That man's cooking a meal. He's cooking a meal.
Pete, hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on,
tired of this.
Listen,
I can't.
Pete, hold on, Pete, because I agreed with you with your Austin Jackson take about what you were saying. But now this is the only thing that I would say, and the people have told me this, and I agree with this as well. I think 2 things can be true, right? Like, and even you, Pete, would have to admit from what you've seen from Austin Jackson and Tua when they're both on the field, right? When they're on the field, Tua's been more productive. So you would give.
I don't want to hear any of that because have they moved Tua to running back? Have they moved Tua to wide receiver? Have they been shuffling Tua's position around, or have they made it easier for him? They've been shuffling Austin Jackson around all over the place. Come on, bro, it's different. They have not showed the same confidence from a coaching standpoint for Austin Jackson. That's what it is, bro. It is what it is.
No, it's not, Pete. When he's played at right tackle, when he was drafted, right? He's played
to be a left tackle.
Okay, but we've got Armstead. I'm just saying he's in here now to play right tackle. When we've seen him at right tackle, he's played like dog shit. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Okay, but let's be honest. Tua played like dog crap, right? They blamed it on everything else, right, Lewis? Hold on.
Okay,
Did we go out? Hey, hold on.
Better than Austin Jackson on the field, though, Pete.
It's all Tyreek. This is what I'm trying to explain to you, Lewis. Because when we were out trying to get Deshaun Watson at quarterback, bro, dude, I guarantee this isn't the first time Tua was considering retirement. When that knocked him out of his hell. Imagine how Austin Jackson feels. Why? Because Austin Jackson is a 6 foot. So he's a 6'7" giant. He's supposed to be feeling good about that. Bro, we got Teron Armstead. That knocked his confidence out, Lewis. Doesn't that make sense to you?
Hold on. I just want to throw this out there. I don't see Wynn as a starting right tackle.
I know.
I see Wynn as a backup left tackle for Teron Armstead and maybe left guard. But, I definitely think he'll be the backup left tackle, and it'll work out well if Teron Armstead goes down or when Teron Armstead goes down for the limited amount of time he usually does each
year. They move Austin Jackson to left guard, right tackle.
Have my name in his mouth for?
Because you get selective amnesia. Robert asked me a question earlier that I'm glad that he asked me while you was on the panel. Because you're the person that will go on another. Because you're the person that will go on another stream and say you never heard it before, and you heard it. I'm glad you heard me say I would take Tua despite his late season's inconsistencies over Skyler. And I know you heard that when Robert asked me that question, because you would go on another panel and say, well, Crypto, you against Tua. You would take Skyler over Tua. You would say that. I'm glad Robert asked me that question. I'm glad he asked me that question while you was on the panel.
Okay, all you did is acknowledge that Tua.
Well, they got Lewis. I'm safe.
Is that an own? You think you just own me?
I ain't say nothing about owning y'all. You got a guilty conscience. I said nothing about owning nobody.
Yeah,
it came out of your mouth.
That was a clean title.
I mean, you got a guilty conscience. You said I owned you. I never said I owned you.
Okay, whatever word sound.
But you were the type of person that would go on another panel and get selective amnesia and say Crypto, and then you would say Crypto, and then you would be saying Crypto don't like Tua. You would be saying that. Is that true or not?
Is that a
whether it's controversial or not, that got nothing to do with the price of being Germany. The point is, you will be going on other panels. You will be going on other, Hefe Bison. Yeah, you will be going on other panels saying that freaking I don't like them.
So what?
And that would be a false statement.
Okay, that's my opinion. I don't present it as fact. That's just my opinion.
But you would present it to the panel as if it was fact, and they would be perceiving.
I present it as my opinion.
You won't come out there and use that as a preference. You would just go out there and make a quote. Yeah, you're saying that now because it's convenient for your argument. Okay, but when you go out there and what you call, you'll say that.
Crypto, we'll see then. We'll see then.
He throws you out to the vultures, huh? That's what happens?
No, hold up. Here's I think this is, where did Crypto go?
They got him, bro.
All right, Crypto, I'm sure will come back. If he does,
I don't think that they will, so that's what it is.
He's back. All right, here we go. Oh man, you're not safe, Pete. Go sit on the bench with Lewis. Man, Pete. Till Dog said, out of here.
So Steven, let me address you.
Here's what I'm gonna do between Crypto and Big Nick. I'm gonna put one topic about the Dolphins, and I want you guys to give your opinions on it and present your case on what you think the issue is or your opinion of the topic that I bring up for the Dolphins. And how you guys present it, I think will be a clear indicator on, hey, look, I presented this as fact, or this is what I think, and I want you guys to go back and forth.
I smell a poll.
So the topic of discussion is the offensive line currently constructed as is good enough to win a Super Bowl? Crypto, you first.
Currently constructed to win the Super Bowl? Yes. I would answer that yes and no, depending on the circumstances of who we match up against. Yeah, but I can use the argument in both directions, is what I'm saying. I'm down the middle on this one. I would say yes and no. Because you can get away with playing a certain team throughout the playoffs and your run to the Super Bowl as currently constructed if the pieces fall in place for you. Or you can have bad luck and not match up against the right teams, and they can obliterate this offensive line. It all depends on our path to the
He's
Super
right,
Bowl.
Steven. It's all
yes and no.
It's all about matchups.
All right,
He's right.
So Big Nick, go ahead. What can
am I able to use nuance?
Yeah, I want you to present it however you want to present it.
Okay. If we're going to use nuance, I'm going to always refer back to what I've seen. And I've seen an NFL offensive line coach who probably should have been the assistant to the assistant coaching Austin Jackson, right? And then I saw another offensive line coach who, regardless of his pedigree, wasn't able to relay the proper scheme of the scheme that we was running last year. Plus, we don't know what Austin Jackson would have did because he got hurt twice. He only played a half of a game total, right? Somewhere around there. So I don't know. But thirdly, I'm going to always defer back to the powers that be, which is Chris Greer and Coach Mack and Frank Smith, when they all say they believe that these guys are going to be treated like this is their second year in the NFL. So basically, that's a long-winded answer to say, I don't know, but I trust what the powers that be say.
Crypto, any rebuttal?
Yes. Actually, I agree with him. You picked the topic. I
picked the topic you both agree on? God, man.
I mean, I don't disagree with everything the man says. I can't use that absolutely.
Look, I don't disagree with anything anybody says. All I say is if you're going to say one thing negative and forget the 5 things positive, then I'm going to push back on that.
I think that's fair.
I mean, that's
well, and I was trying to get this out. I was trying to get this out a few minutes ago, Steven. I do think you need to try and pick up starter quality depth on your offensive line because the way football is played today, guys are rotated so much. Just because you take the first snap of the game, so technically you're the starter, doesn't mean you're going to take the most snaps of the game.
That's why I don't ever look at starters, games started. I always look at snap counts.
Minutes played, right.
Yep,
right.
Snap counts.
So that's why I think if you're going to pick up depth in your offensive line, it needs to be quote-unquote starter quality depth.
So let me ask you a question this, because I've been on with Crypto more than any of you guys. I want to ask Crypto this question. Do you believe if given an opportunity, Crypto, that I will have this same passion in defending Nick Needham as I have in defending Tua Tagovailoa if given an opportunity to do it?
Given the opportunity to defend other players, the other 52, I would say yes, that you would probably present it because I don't
being a 2-and-0.
No, that doesn't.
I want to have the ability.
Hold on, let me finish.
To defend my own snapper, but I never.
Well, I get it. But I would. But yeah, I would say this. The reason why I say yes because I'm perceiving you, like you said, Dolphin. I'm perceiving you as a Dolphin fan. That's the only reason why I would say yes. Dolphin fan first versus player. But it just when Tua gets thrown out there, it says that means he's the only first line of defense.
Now, if Tua,
but yeah, given anybody
if Tua
else,
the Miami Dolphins tomorrow, Crypto, what would be my stance on Tua?
You would be
you
like,
heard me say it
like
100
screw him.
times.
Yeah. You like screw him. I don't care about him.
I'm not going to swear. But if Tua left the Miami Dolphins tomorrow,
like
F Tua. If Tyreek left the Dolphins tomorrow, F Tyreek. If Waddle left the Dolphins, F Waddle. I know the name on the back. I don't care about the name on the back.
That's what I always preach, Big Nick. I've always preached that, man. But don't get sentimentally attached to these players, bro, because they leave after 4 years.
I will bear witness that you said that before in the past. I know
these players don't stay. We do.
I've been on a lot of panels.
Hey, look, and I like that, Big Nick. I'm 100% on board with that. Now, let me also tell you this. you got to remember 90%, maybe not 90, but I would say a good majority of Dolphins fans these days became a Dolphins fan because of a player, because of Dan Marino, right? So there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with people that have come to root for the Dolphins because they like Tua or like Tyreek. I don't think there's anything wrong with a fan that wants to do that.
Yeah.
No rebuttal? No, nobody?
Nah, look, for me, I've said it all the time, man. I've said it all the time. I agree.
But yeah.
I agree with that, but what I
Big
just
Nick,
can't
you
agree
said
with-
if the guy goes off the team, right, or anybody, let's just say Tyreek Hill, if we picked up somebody for contractual reasons that's lesser talent, would you still be in a? I know you should be. You will be in 100% support of the new player, despite the quasi downgrade on the.
0-17 for the next 10 years. I'm looking forward to year 11.
And well, that's like
Okay.
that's like Solo D said.
That's well
17 or
picked.
0.
I was
or
like
0
that
and
when we was
17.
1-16 or
Dolph
1-15.
fans to the coffin slams, but
I was looking forward to the very next season, and we went
Here-
11-5.
Here's a question I have for people, and it's maybe a rhetorical one, unless you want to answer it. Dan Marino, at the end of his career, it's been confirmed that there was a trade on the table for him to go to Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
If Dan Marino had have went to Minnesota in 2000, would people
That's
have
different. Shut up. That's different. That's different.
Do you think that some of the Dolphins fan base would have left and gone
No.
to Minnesota because of Dan?
No, we wouldn't have left the Dolphins, but
No,
we would have
wouldn't have
followed
left the
Dan.
Dolphins. Yeah,
We wouldn't have left the Dolphins, but we would have followed Dan. That's different. You can't bring up
That's
God.
wishing him personal fortunate.
Look,
he would have won. The
It's
Super
like
Bowl with that
JT
team.
going to the Jets and coming back.
Well, who they had? Rich Gannon. The year they went to the championship,
here's
the
the
NFC
thing about
championship.
that whole Jason Taylor situation, Cap. We all knew that he went there because management screwed him over, and we
Bill
all knew
Johnson
that.
screwed him over.
Everybody
No,
knew
Bill
that.
Parcells screwed him over. Jimmy
That's
Johnson
fine.
was gone.
I'm talking about with
knew,
Marino.
but we knew that, and so did it suck to see him in jet green for 1 year? I hated it. It was horrible, but I also was like, I understand he's really pissed off at the Dolphins and has every right to be.
Yeah,
So
wearing that jet green.
It was worse seeing him in Washington.
Well, and I can tell you,
I
from
didn't have an
personal
issue with
experience
Washington.
because
No, so the Jet, because the Jets are our arch enemy.
well, I can tell you
Seeing
from
them in
personal
that green
experience
was
because
terrible.
it's happened with a Tampa player.
9
There
more
were
minutes,
people-
Lewis.
There were people that were absolutely furious and became Raiders fans. I know some that did when Warren Sapp left and went to the Raiders.
Yeah,
Because I followed Warren Sapp since college. And I didn't like it.
Him on the, with
Look,
the
Man.
I feel as though here's my answer to a couple of my own questions. Number one, I became a Dolphins fan in part because of Marino, but I loved the Dolphins. Like that was never going to change ever in my life, right? I will also say that I would have wanted him to be successful and would have rooted for him, but never against the Dolphins and never in replace of the Dolphins. When it comes to Jason Taylor, I could not root for him at all in a Jet uniform. Couldn't do it.
No.
I did root for him to be successful with Washington, although that was a messed up situation too. But the reality of the situation is when a player who, by the way, fans, like you talk about a younger generation, there's no reason for fans that are probably 25, maybe even 27 and younger to really be Dolphins fans. Because from the time that they were 7 or 8 to now, the Dolphins have sucked. I mean, they've just been straight trash. Horrible. For 20 years.
Well, we've been mediocre. We didn't suck that bad. Like one down a year.
We weren't the Detroit Lions of Cleveland, but we haven't been successful, right?
Yeah,
so,
right.
But
we haven't been.
I can understand a younger generation of fans saying, I love Tyreek Hill. I rooted for him in Kansas City, and I'm going to root for him in Miami. I got no problem with that. I think it's on us as fans to say, hey, look, we want you to just stay here, quote unquote, to the
I
fan
met
base
one of them
to
fans.
help it grow.
That's the internet. That's the power. That's the power of social media. Like more and more of these young kids, they're not fans of teams. They're fans of players because they have more access to the players, right? So there's a lot of people that say I follow. Like, I got a friend that followed Brady everywhere he went. He was a Brady fan. He wasn't doing.
Do you know how many people
That's
left the
Stephen D when it
Patriots
comes to LeBron
bandwagon?
James and his takes this morning.
There were so. All right, hold on. Basketball is a little bit different than football, and I'll tell you why in a second. But to go to the Brady, just to comment on the Brady situation. Do you know how many Boston or New England fans like burned their stuff and just started wearing Tampa Bay stuff out of the blue? Let me ask you, how many people here, being Dan Marino fans, would have worn a Dan Marino Minnesota Vikings jersey?
I would have.
No, what?
I would have.
No way.
I wouldn't have worn it. I would have.
I would have worn it.
I probably would have bought it and hung it up somewhere, put it in the closet.
I would have bought it, but I would never would have worn it. And,
I never would have worn it. I would have just
never would have
just had it as a Marino collection.
I'm talking about wearing it. I'm talking about wearing it.
This is the biggest question. This is the biggest question that some of us may have to face. I have a 3-year-old son that's in the background. Sorry, but
it's okay.
If my son grows up and becomes the number one pick in the draft of the New York Jets, what the fuck do I do?
Swear jar.
If wait a minute, who become the pick?
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My first day. You gotta forgive me. First day. I gotta learn the rules. First day. But what do I do if my son is the number one draft pick
at the moment because somebody had paid your swear jar? You're good. So you're at $1.
With a passion.
I hate the Jets too.
You know what? You know what though?
I'm supporting my son.
You said if your son,
but
my son.
Yeah, but Big Nick, the real question is, what is your son gonna do about you? Because he's a Jet. He's gonna love the Jets. He knows, as being your son, he grew up with you, knowing that you were a diehard Dolphin fan. He's gonna call you the biggest flip flopper ever, bro.
I know he had a $1 credit, New Breed. The F word is $2. So that's why he only owes one.
That's when you become a sole fan of the player.
All right, hey, real quick, just want to let you guys know, Robert donated $10 on Cash App. I'm gonna let Robert come up here.
A little Nick Near. That's what you'll become.
Everybody out again.
Just to answer the question that you said before,
Steven, I ain't apologizing for a thing I said whatsoever.
I'm just asking you not to do it again, and if you do, I gotta kick you off, man. No, don't cuss anybody out. Don't call anybody names. Gotta be fair.
The question, they won't do that in real life, though, Steven. I don't get why they act like that.
No, don't get it twisted, Pete. I will call you exactly what you want.
Oh, you're talking to Robert? You're talking to Robert? Oh, I didn't know this was going on over here, man. So what were you saying earlier?
Steven.
Do I get a freaking wait and not get kicked off if I repeated?
I was trying to trap you into that bait, you know? You would have said the same thing.
Yeah, I know, because you're a clown and you're just a horrible person.
Robert.
Steven, I was trying to get him in that bait, right?
No, Steven.
Don't do that.
We ain't never going to be good. This man called me out, attacked my integrity before, has tried shoving words in my mouth, has piggyback and picked fights when I was having discussions with other people before. We are never going to be straight until he sincerely apologizes for that crap.
Hey, well, this guy can't even name any of what he's talking about. You're biased.
Oh, yeah? When you sit there and lied and you tried to jump him with true talk on stuff?
Yeah.
No. You're a liar and you know it. Or the time we were on Larry's channel and he had talked to me for like 2 seconds? He called me a snake oil salesman? No. We're good. You are what you are. You're a damn clown.
Robert, I got. No, stop calling people. I love you, Robert. You're my guy, but you're gone for the day, Robert. I love you.
The Miami Dolphins will be the AFC representatives in this year's Super Bowl.
Come back tomorrow, Robert. Guys,
Steven, what just happened? What did you do, Steven?
Look, just don't call people. You don't have to like the person. You can debate them and say, I'm just not a fan of you. But
I don't like you, Steven.
Well, that's fine.
Well, hey, Steven, you didn't keep that same energy when Bon Joe came at me. What's up?
I think, well, please correct me if I'm wrong. Number one, he didn't say that you were a hoe. He said that your take was a hoe. And he said...
No, he come in with the fat jokes and all that other bull crap.
And
he got butt hurt.
Well, here's the other thing. I will also say about Von Joe, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, is that you two were going back and forth, and it looked like you guys were riffing each other. Am I wrong about that?
No, he was butthurt, and then I just started egging him on because he was butthurt.
Well, so here's what I will tell you. If you guys ever have an issue with me, or how it runs, talk to me behind closed doors, and I'll be happy to address it with said parties so that there's no miscommunication. Pete, you're gone for 20 minutes. Pete is gone as well. Snake in the grass, Daniel Taylor said. Look, I just want people to get along here. Now, I want people to have a good time and riff on each other on Wild 'N Out Wednesday. But I think you two, like, if you guys have beef with each other, you guys need to handle that on your own time.
Early direct deposit,
each other
I'm not giving
on the platform
like that.
I got no beef with nobody. I get along with everybody.
It's not that serious. No, it
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And most times it's not. But there are times that there might be one or two people that just do not like each other. And I tell them, hey, look, just don't address that person if you're going to get like that. Otherwise, you're going to, ruin the platform or ruin the show for that day. Don't
you see I don't say nothing to you see I don't say nothing to Crypto. Forget that dude.
Yeah, I can't stand that crypto fella either. But
I'm also just kind of jerking your chain a little bit too.
I know you are. So that's why I know you well enough that you've been on my show that if it truly offended you, I think I know how you would have reacted to it. And vice versa with Bon Joe. Bon Joe's
it's not possible to offend me.
Yeah, well, I know it's not. And we've talked before. So, and as far as Bon Joe's concerned, he's a very aggressive person, but I think he's he doesn't like that. He's aggressive and he's very passionate about his take.
I know, I get it. It's the steroids talking. I know.
I don't think I'm saying nothing that he wouldn't tell you himself. And if anybody has an issue, Filthy Cat says Robert paid $10 and got kicked for saying clown. Doubled Sanders. Here's the thing. Is clown a bad term? No. But I specifically was very specific. Guys, let's not call each other any names and not go at each other. He did. He outright just did what I told him not to do. And I love Robert. Robert's going to be back, I hope. I don't think if Robert's mad at me, we can talk. We can talk in the back. And after
to be fair, he was baited into it a little bit.
I don't necessarily disagree. And I even said, Pete, you heard me say, Pete, don't do that. And then he went off again. I don't think that I'm doing double standards. I think I'm trying to be fair to everybody. If you guys see it differently, sorry.
I thought I nipped that in the bud a couple of weeks ago with Robert and Pete. I told him, I said, look, it doesn't matter. You don't know each other. So what? What difference does it make? Now, I feel bad that he donated $10 to come back on the app and he got kicked right off.
Well, he donated. No, time out. He donated 10 for his swear jar, which he did.
Okay. All right. So I don't know.
Yeah, the swear jar. But Steven, the swear jar is supposed to go towards him saying clown. You said clown's a bad word.
Clown is not a bad word. It's I have to. Here's the thing about it. The first year into doing
well, that means he paid his swear jar. Then
hold
he should
on,
be on
Crypto.
the panel, right?
The first year, and so now we're getting totally off topic, not where I wanted the show to go. But just to be fair and transparent with everybody, I had a very similar situation happen to this. This said party called me, and we talked on the phone, and he said, "Hey, look, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but if they're going to name call and just outright be disrespectful, then there's a problem." And I said, "Hey, look, I agree with that, but what if there are two people that are just riffing back and forth and it's all in jest and all in good fun?" And then that's where I have to be able to say, like, for example, Slim Shady and Von Joe, I assumed or looked at it as they're riffing on each other. They know how each other are. There's nothing wrong with it.
Like me and you, Crypto.
I know that.
Exactly.
I know that
What was that, Big Nick?
Robert and Pete, they were definitely going at it one time. And
no,
I said,
never called you a name.
Right, me either.
Yeah. So look, I try. I don't think I have double standards. I think I'm very fair. And if I'm not, I give you more than enough. If you see it differently, let's talk. But
and I think you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's a difference between just me and Macho going back and forth and somebody cussing somebody out. Those are two very different things.
And by the way, I don't think that Robert cussed him out. I just was very specific of do not call each other names. And I feel like he did exactly what I told him not to do.
So, Steven, can I push back on you something about 15 minutes ago?
So what?
This is dealing with you and I. I think we both have the same admiration for Chris Greer. I think he's the best. I think we have the best front office in football, me personally.
Yes.
When you look at the salary cap structure, when you look at where we're able to get out of tough contracts, I really do believe that we have the best front office in the NFL. Also, with that being said, earlier in the offseason, Chris Greer said that we're going to bring in competition. He never said he's going to go out and get a starter. They also said that they believe that last year was like a red shirt season for Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg, and they have complete and total faith in these guys' play. So why don't the rest of us and I include myself, but isn't it the fans who haven't moved on from Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg and not the front office? They haven't moved on.
So why would we believe anything? Because why would we believe anything they say and trust anything they say if they haven't shown us that they could do anything right for the last 20 years?
True. That's not true. This is the best Dolphins team you've probably ever seen. This is the best Dolphins team you've probably ever seen. We actually almost won a playoff game with a Buster
sorry.
And a 7th round quarterback. Come on, why wouldn't you believe what he says?
Sorry, not the best Dolphins team I've ever seen. Sorry.
I think what team is better?
2000's defense was a hell of a lot better than what we have right now.
Say what?
The 2000's defense is a hell of a lot better than what we have right now.
I disagree with that, and I can name every player on that 2000 defense. I disagree with that.
Well, you can disagree with it all you want.
The secondary was not better. The secondary was not better. Brock Marion is not better than Javon Holland.
Hey, I love. Hold on.
I don't think it's comparable, but I think the Dolphins are better in the 80s.
Yes, the offense.
I love that early 2000s defense.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Hold on, Kat.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
I
like Javon Holland. Wait, hold up. I like Javon Holland, but to say he's not, Brock Marion's not better than him. That's hilarious.
Tell me something about Brock Marion.
So hold on. Can I
take off that stupid hat, Steven?
Huh?
He sucked. We are back. The evil empire is back. Wembayama is coming to San Antonio. Yeah. We're coming back.
Zach Thomas is better than every linebacker we've got on this team right now.
Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time.
It's Estefan.
Jason Taylor is better than every defensive linebacker.
They're talking all that shit. Now y'all can all lick my balls. How about that? That's the heat. That's all I got to say. Straight out of San Antonio.
All right, hold on. So the early 2000s teams.
Nobody wanted to hear about the early 2000s, Steven. All we want to talk about is how
I love those defenses. Brock Marion, Patrick Surtain. Why I'm having a brain fart.
Tim Bourne,
Sam Madison, Vontae Davis. You can put in there too.
Sean Wooden, I think, was on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
We was top 5 defense on the Crowder.
That defense was
Crowder
fine.
wasn't on the team.
I love that defense.
Steven,
there was an era where our defense was always top.
The Heat ain't never had those colors. Take it off.
You're at $2. You're at $3. $3.
I'm ready to get kicked off.
I can't even. Man, guys. $4. Noob said. So you got one more. I think the defense now is better than it's ever been in the last 25 years.
I love y'all.
It's unmeasurable because they haven't played a single down.
Nope.
On paper,
and the last defense
not
back
on,
then,
not on paper.
the defenses back then were way better. Name one linebacker on this team that's better than Zach Thomas. I'll wait.
Nobody. But the secondary.
Name one defensive lineman on this team that's better than Jason Taylor or Tim Bowens.
None.
Tim Bowens?
None.
I would make it easier. Name one player that's better than Trace Armstrong.
Oh my God! First of all, let me go back to Tim Bowens. This is coming from a guy who used to go to every single Dolphin training camp. I love Big Tebow. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Tebow was a beast against the run, right? Tebow was excellent to have the end set up to come off. He was great for Derek Gardner, but he is not, and I repeat, not on the same level as Christian Wilkins.
It's because he's better. You're right. He's not on the same level. Christian Wilkins is in the basement, and is in the penthouse. You're right, Big Nick. Because Tim Bourne is in the penthouse while Christian Wilkins is in the basement in comparison.
Here's my opinion, but I've only been watching them since 1982. I'm 53. I'll be 53 in August. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. So, I know I can name, like I said, I can name the entire starting defense for the 2000s team that you guys are talking about. Like, this is my team. If the Miami Dolphins lead the NFL, I'm no longer an NFL fan, period. This is my obsession. And in my opinion,
they lead the NFL or they lead cities. I think you're suffering from recency bias.
All right. Final thoughts of the day. I'm done with y'all for the day. You guys have given me enough headache for the day.
All right. My final thought is.
I love you guys.
I think if this was a college football, we'll be a top 5 team in the rankings. In NFL, I think we're a top 3 team, but I'll be conservative and say we're a top 5 team. And I do believe the Miami Dolphins will be the representatives of the AFC in the Super Bowl.
I am not mad at you, Big Nick, on that. Okay. I think it's a great perspective and a great fan point. And I hope the heck that you're right. And if we get there, I hope we can win it too. And so,
one more thing.
You know what you got to do to win the Super Bowl?
Steven, I got 4 tickets already.
You got to win the playoff game.
You got to get there. In order to win the Super Bowl, you got to play in it. And
this is my super hot take. We're the only fan base in the NFL who is not afraid of 3rd and 13.
That's fair, and I agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. All right, Big Nick, thank you for coming on the show for the first time, man. It was definitely one that was memorable, and know that Wildin' Out Wednesday is always like this, man. You can always come and have a good time.
It's called Be the Positive Man.
Yes, remember Swear Jar. Mm-hmm. You owe $1. You owe $1 to your Swear Jar.
So what day can I can curse?
Huh? You can't.
What day can I can curse?
So the only time we ever have days of no cursing is when, like, if somebody, like a fan says, hey, if we donate X number of dollars to the show today, can we not have a swear jar the next day? So
$100, and then, or it was $25 a person.
It's usually 100, but like tomorrow, I can't have a no swear jar. I got people coming on tomorrow, some guests, and Friday I don't think I'm going to do it, but yeah, I mean, look, I'm always trying to be creative for the show, and then once you get to $5, you get kicked off till you or somebody on your behalf pays that. So you're at $1 right now, Big Nick.
I didn't even know. Thank you.
Another time, Crypto. See you guys later. I love you.
I just want to say before Big Nick goes, he's awesome. But man, the more Wednesdays you come up, you're just gonna always get timed out, man. Those takes are horrible.
Hey, man. This is coming from the timeout king.
Hey, shout out. Hey, I am driving, so I do want to go. Thank you for having me up, Steven. Great show. I love all of you guys. Everybody that participated up on the panel, great thing. Kaslin, you're one of the best. Thank you for getting me back up, man. Bless you too. Shout out to Kevin Lee, all of you. What a great show, Steven. I wish I got to go back to the beginning, but it was all basketball talk.
I couldn't pitch in, man. That was driving me insane, Steven. Basketball takes that some of these people were saying. Like,
today.
Before I go, Steven, I got to say something, man. Look, in all reality, in both of them in their prime, because this is all I believe. Like, in all reality, I firmly believe this. In a one-on-one matchup between prime MJ and prime LeBron James is beating Michael Jordan.
No,
bullshit.
No, not even close, dude. Oh my God!
Size matters.
Best take you've ever had in your life.
Oh, size matters. Hey, size matters. Is that why Jordan
watch out, Steven. He's gonna follow it up with a Skyler take.
That's why Sean. Hey, that's why MJ takes on. That's why MJ takes on Shaquille O'Neal and has no problem against him.
I get it. You guys love Michael Jordan.
Size battles.
Where's Lewis at when you meet him? That cap. Where's Lewis at when you meet him,
you
right?
guys have a blessed day, man.
I get it. Pete. Good, buddy.
I get it.
Man, Pete, what a way to go out, man.
Pete definitely just went out with a bang. Who's next? Final thought of the day.
That's insane.
You know what? I gotta one up that. I'm gonna get it. I gotta one up that.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Slim Shady. You're breaking up. We can't hear you.
He just got put in the blender.
Man, you got put in the blender, cuz.
Any better?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not even going to respond to his take because we all know how ludicrous it is. But I'll leave you with an even hotter take. Larry Bird's a better pure shooter than Steph Curry. Later, y'all.
Larry Bird is a better pure
This is
shooter
like
than Steph Curry.
Hey,
capping Wednesday.
You know,
Larry Bird's overall is a better player than LeBron is.
Oh goodness. All right, I'll follow up all these crazy takes by saying Trent Dilfer is the GOAT.
All right, Crypto.
Why not?
Is that your final thought?
No, I'm just saying, since we all diving in on the wild takes, why not just say Trent Dilfer is the GOAT?
Anything, right?
Tom Brady's overrated. Trent Dilfer is the GOAT.
Hey, it's not an overrated statement because there's a lot of people who feel the same way. Is that Larry Bird in his prime is better than LeBron is. Better pure shooter, better overall everything. So
Pat White, Pat White is the greatest quarterback ever, PJ Max says.
Yeah, exactly. I got my Pete my white jersey right in the freaking closet. Steven, it's your fault.
No, it's all my fault.
It's always Steven's fault.
Do you think I'm fair, Crypto? I think I'm pretty fair.
Nope.
You don't think I'm fair?
No.
It all depends on the subject.
Yeah, that's true. If it's a touchy subject that you don't like or you don't want to, you don't agree with, you definitely will try to shut it down.
What's the subject matter? Steven, I'll answer the question.
But I think I'm fair to most people, personally.
Okay, in the general sense, I would say yes, but
and
you get selective, Steven.
I don't think I do get selective.
Sometimes.
No.
Steven, every sport is the same way. Every sport, you have the older guys saying this player is better, this player, and the younger generation comes and say, no way, this player is so much better. Well, we're the ones who've seen every player play.
They'll play, yeah. 10 years from now, they're going to, right, Coslin. 10 to 20 years from now, I'm almost certain they will be saying Victor Wembanyama is the best player that ever played the game. I'm almost certain.
John Morant, one of those. Yeah,
they're going to say VW is going to be the best. What?
Lewis,
I can
if you're
see it
listening,
coming.
get back up here.
I can see it coming. The Spurs are going to have another dynamic player, and they're going to be saying VW is the greatest thing ever played.
Well, like I said, every sport. So you got like soccer, you got everybody saying Messi and Ronaldo is the best player ever in history, and you got older guys saying Pele and Maradona was the best player.
Hey, just so everybody knows,
there's people that still say Barry Bonds is the best player.
Andravius, Dade County, and Noob are all cheating on me right now on a Twitter space with Batman. They're all cheating on me. Every last one of them.
Man.
I got a bone to pick with Batman. He always calls me
not to get him for infidelity.
He always calls me not a Dolphins fan.
I know.
He said you're not a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, he always he's always telling me I'm a Patriots fan. I'm like, I'm like the biggest. I'm the biggest Patriots hater there is. I live
Wait a
here.
minute, what did you say? Did you say something about Zappy that was positive that made him say that?
No, I said Mac Jones. Mac Jones gets so much flack for,
okay.
because
Mac
people
Jones,
just
not
hate.
Zappy.
They hate Mac Jones, and they think they hate the Patriots, whatever. I'm a realist. I look at things.
Technically, Mac Jones only had one bad season.
Right, and that's because he had. Yeah, and that's because he had two defensive coordinators as his offensive coordinator. I think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna have a hell of a lot better year this year because he's under something
he got
familiar.
A real offensive coordinator.
Right.
He got a true offensive coordinator.
I don't count the Patriots out at all. That's what I said. Hot take. What was on Friday with Sonny? I said I could see all four teams from the AFC East making the playoffs for the first time ever in history.
I think it's an interesting hot take and one that I would be interested to see how it plays out. All right,
it could have happened actually last year.
Crypto, get out of here.
What was that?
Bye,
Steven.
Be gone.
Wait a minute, you gonna kick me out already, Steven?
Kick you out, man. I'm exhausted.
He didn't give you his hot take. He didn't give you his hot take yet.
I'm
final thoughts. He didn't give it to her.
Well, actually, I kind of threw it out there with the Trent Dilfer take.
Crypto and Caslin.
I'll retract the Trent Dilfer's take. I'll hold on in my back pocket for now.
I'm sure you will. All right, Crypto, get off my show. I'm so sick of you. All right, Caslin, final thought of the day.
Celtics at 4 and Jazz at 4.
I'm just kicking you off after that one because that ain't happening. You guys are losing tonight. That's going down. All right, Boogeyman. Greg. Take yourself off mute, Greg. You're on mute, Greg. Greg, can you hear me now? All right, Greg, going once, going twice. All righty. Sounds like that's going to be it for the day. Oh, wait, there we go. Go ahead. It's all you. Greg, you got to hit mute. Strike 2. You get one more chance, Greg. Later, guys. Great show, Steven. Get some rest. You need it, by the way the panel went today. I definitely need it. That's what I was trying to tell you guys earlier this morning when it came on. I was coaching Little League, and pollen was really big out here, and I had like a straight. It wasn't an asthma attack because I don't have asthma, but man, I got like just like that. Just started having trouble breathing, was coughing up a lung, and felt like something was in my throat all night last night and just couldn't shake it. And this morning I took some allergy medicine and felt a majority better, but now I feel like it's starting to wear off and I need to probably take another allergy pill. All right. Hey, look, tomorrow's going to be Throwback Thursday with Cameron. I'm also going to have Locked On Panthers on tomorrow. Armando will be on with me. Super excited about that. So if you want to get some Panthers talk, we'll definitely get that in. What else? If you guys want to go to the FedEx Takeover, Baltimore Beatdown, or Philly Finvasion, in the description below is all the links to Tailgreeter for each event. Get your tickets now in the pre-sale because they're selling fast. They're going fast, people. You guys are the best. I love you guys. And tomorrow, come and hang out with us again. Won't be wilding out Wednesday, though. Thank you for anybody who donated today. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. Thank you. You guys are the best. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. I know the whole
city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Been for life, we throw the folk. Singing this just a welcome, bro. To a time,